and they'll make it as though it's racism. Not racism, it's what America has always done. Not America in just general, it's the world. That, you know, the so-called Negro kids and other poor minorities, they won't get away with the Chinese. There's some other ethnicity, the Italians, they're not gonna do it to them. Mainly you. They'll throw in some other poor countries that they'll do it to. But it's to a point to where we need to establish our own government. You know, for people of color, defense. We need to have something that allows, I've said that many times, education, hospitalization, welfare. A lot of these systems need to be established because whites have it for them, Hispanics have it for them. That is, Mexico, I mean, why y'all think they put these kids out of school and the Mexicans and the American government still fight to take them in? They put barbed wire to keep them out. The federal government moved that it's illegal and they cut the barbed wire for them to keep coming in. They flooding the schools, they're in the police department in Chicago. When you separate them from their kids, all them people made $500,000. You go back to Mexico with $500,000, you're a billionaire.
Yeah, that's right.
So coming to America pays better than it pays to be in America. That's for white and black. But the people that you find that are the most victimized by America is people of color. And the sad part is when you see it, you know, you still entertain these retarded rappers, these stupid preachers, these boneheaded politicians. America, white people have showed you the best they got. White people are being insulted. The fact that the best you got is Donald Trump and Joe Biden. This is the best white people got. One of them barely made out of school, and the other one put up a fraudulent school he got sued for. The man just got sued for sexual allegation. The man been arrested in Atlanta, and the man finna be your president. White people are being insulted. A black rapper couldn't get away with it. Nobody could get, no form of black acting, nobody black could ever get away. Tyler Perry couldn't do it, nobody else. Only white people could do that. He's still the greatest thing ever, make America great. All I wanna know, when was America great? People don't realize these are racist connotations. When was America great? Because we've been the same people the whole time. Everything been leaps and bounds, fighting, struggling, getting killed, falsely raped, drugs, abortions, and all I want to know, when was America great? So you say things that they'll say because you're white, you'll never see a problem with it, but it's a problem. And it's a problem. It even filters out in your religion. There is no real religion for the so-called Negro. They can say they want to. Every religion, you have to try to find some way to kind of insert yourself into it. Nobody wants to take the truth. It is, and none of these religious organizations, go find one of these white churches, tell these white members the truth. Go find any people, go find these Chinese, go find the Hispanic people, tell your people the truth. Tell your people, get these Hispanic churches with this Sangrelada looking Jesus. Tell your people the truth. Tell the folk the man wasn't drinking no margaritas. Huh? Tell them that Mary wasn't singing for at least $40. Nobody's gonna tell the truth. And it's sad because we're still behind as a people and we always keep trying to compete with versus there shouldn't be a competition. I think, you know, in business, of course, it's competition in sports. There's competition in business for business to be the best. When it comes down to the human race, us being human, there shouldn't be a competition. Everybody's a human being. And there should be equality. And it come down to religion, and everybody say, hey, religion, why don't you just say what the truth is? Yeah. And no one has ever spoken the truth. That's just being honest. People don't want to tell the truth. Because when you tell the truth, it's going to be offensive. When it shouldn't be. To me, this is what I look at. Regardless of if he was white, if he was green, if he was yellow, the plan of salvation is. But don't say it don't matter when he said it, and you give me the white one. Right. Don't tell me it don't matter, and you give me the Hispanic one. Everything you get from your oppressor. Nobody, even Hispanic, these people will not acknowledge you. People will not acknowledge you. It ain't just white. Whites push it over, Chinese people, no one acknowledges you. Everyone pushes you in the third country. Let me tell you what they had today. They got going, it's going viral. They got a video they're trying to shut down now coming out of Poland. You know black people had to run for their life at nighttime in Poland. They said run to touch that. You think they told us this? No. Somebody black made a video and told. They said, oh yeah, now they got to run for their life. These people don't accept you. I know Greek to holler at time. Yeah, go back to Europe. Go there and get lost. I ain't even being funny. I want you to go there and get lost. I ain't coming to get you. Everybody keep running, try to kiss these people behind. Nobody care nothing about you. None of these people care nothing about you. Everywhere you go, you got to try to fit in. Nobody will accept you, you being you. People don't accept me, me being me. They can't find why I done disenfranchised no white people. That's right. No Hispanic. Go find why I done molested and raped and butchered Hispanic, white, Chinese, or any of the rest of them. Mm-hmm. They speak and they do. They say, well, I don't like the way you speak. I guess they ain't took nothing from you. Yeah. Nothing but your junk. Yeah. Only thing we done took from their junk, we done took their poverty, we done took your disrespect, we done took your hatred, but we hadn't took nothing from you financially. And it's sad that we live in a country, you sit here, you got to still listen to this foolishness. Everybody running out here to help the Jewish people, a made up race of people. Everybody, even white people know they made up and nobody say nothing about it. Everybody about on Kanye West had to kiss you behind. I ain't even a fan of him. It's just the fact nobody can't say nothing, you got to kiss everybody behind. You can't say nothing about the homosexual. But everybody can insult you. Everybody. You know why it ain't a problem? Because ain't nobody black. When you ain't black, of course it ain't a problem. When it ain't your mama, when it ain't your kid, you sit up, you know you aborted over 20 million kids since 1973? Over 20 million by the hand of your oppressor, and you still love them. People of color gonna pack them polls out to put the same two white guys that both of them done disenfranchised you. Joe Biden done told you was super predator. Now all of a sudden he a hero for you. I don't know what black people brain that. They don't care nothing about you. Kamala Harris, she don't even know what she's doing. She just riding along. She has no idea. Listen, she trying to support her white husband. That's all she do. She ain't got her own mind. She trying to fit in herself. He pushing for the Jewish people. Nobody pushing for you. She's not even black. She's an Indian. She went to Harvard University because it was a free ride. You got to ride on the Negro Scholarship Fund. These people don't care nothing about you. These people, they want to have more dots on her head and more Dairy Queen than she done had soul food. Quit thinking everybody for you because they got, even the people with your skin color hurt you. The black preacher hurt you. The black politicians hurt you. They always, Tim Scott, man, look like he ought to be on Gilligan Island. Run out here trying to run behind, man, go set your country fire behind down. You just popping up with a woman now, 4 months, now you finna marry her. Well, you ain't had no woman before now? Because Trump gonna use it for a VP so he can steal black vote. Listen, these people don't respect you. That's all I'm trying to tell you the truth. And the only reason I'm telling you they don't respect you, because I'm trying to get you the way you can get respect. First, it comes with respecting yourself. I don't need none of them respect me. I take my respect. Because I ain't going to take your foolishness. The problem is with the people cutting the truth, you need to get back to what you need, sound doctrine. Sound doctrine is the answer for the so-called Negro. It's for the white man, it's for the Hispanic man, it's for the Chinese man, it's for every man. You need to get the sound doctrine. Stop letting these people tell you lies and keep playing you around when it does affect you. Everything affects you. You always affected. You know why you say it don't make no difference? It's bad that you hadn't even noticed a difference in the economy because you've been poor the whole time. Really, think about, you know what, this is the problem you got. When they use the connotation, make America great, this means that white people have seen a time where it's been better for them. What time was that for you? You know it's bad. No other race have a problem with this. You're the only people, regardless of what the economy is, you still been in the same hole. And you don't even have a brain in your head to feel like when you need to organize and strategize, look at, listen, they'll try to make, oh, I don't think we should do that. Because you don't think it because it ain't your people. Why wouldn't you think? It don't affect you. When you look at that, nobody's conscious. Why did Yahushua come here and have a desire to draw one set of people first? I guess because he was racist. What was he supposed to do with all of the people? He said, go only to the lost sheep of Yasharal. So what you do with everybody else? Wasn't no other nationalities out there? Why did he come concerned about his people first? Even when Shaul told you, he told you to the Yehudi first, then to everybody else. What person not gonna feed their kids but they feed somebody else? But it's amazing, it's racism when your own book they give you, it teaches it. He told you it was them first. When Nakim Yah came in, he didn't cry about no Canaanites. He can't count down, he said because he was looking at his people were affected. If everyone's doing well, then okay, inclusive. But when you're the people that victimize, I can't have more care for you than I have for myself. That's retarded. How can I want for everybody else when I don't have? That's amazing. Yahushua came here to save you because he didn't have salvation. He said, no, I want to get you saved, then I'm going to get saved later. Makes no sense. Everybody sold you something it doesn't even make sense. Let me tell you what has to happen. This is what people color get sold. You get sold on your skin color. Your skin color is not your salvation. I never taught that. I never would teach that, okay? What's your salvation is your understanding, your wisdom to be able to perform the duties of. That's any race, any color. But it was sent to a particular people first because those particular people were people he intentionally set to be victimized so they would understand. This is why we never gave white people back what they gave us. White people couldn't even take it. We did. If we took white people right now and put them in slavery 400 years, they'll die in 20. They'll be extinct in 10. White people can't take nothing. They know they can't. That's everyone. They can't take no pressure. They know ain't nobody can take 400-something years of pressure and still be here and don't kill every one of them. It's the truth. They're telling the truth. What you got to look down for? That's right. Ain't no Hispanic people done took it. Where you done got 400-something years when you don't have the pressure at? Nobody done took what we took. There ain't no people on the planet that suffered it. Them folks almost, listen, them white folks almost extinct out in Germany. They had to go and put them somewhere and hide them somewhere and put them on a true covenant that they lied about that they even had a possession of to even get them back. They'd have never recovered. Let me tell you something. Nobody has been able to suffer through and what we gone through and make it as far as we gone, which ain't nowhere. Right. And still be here. They know good well. White people tell the truth, they'll tell you. They'll look around and be thinking, I can't see how y'all ain't kill all of us. We'll help them, we'll pray for them, we'll immerse them, we'll serve under them, we'll work for them, we'll hire them, we'll vote for them, we'll forgive them while they lock you up, beat you and shoot you and kill you. That boy who killed, what's the name up there, George Floyd, all the white folks should have been killed up there. They know in other race would have done. Let a black man have killed a white man, 7 many black folks would have badges and been police officers. Nobody will suffer what you're going through. The problem is people won't admit it. They won't even confess and tell the truth. Say, you're a better man than I am. Right. Tell the truth. Say, I'm a better man than you are. They know good well they wouldn't take. Ain't nobody sit back and letting them happen like that. They people. Right. We the only people sit around and you read. They'll show it to you in the paper. They'll put it on video because they know you're too stupid to react to do anything. Right. Ain't about killing them. It's about why you hadn't strategized and organized yourself to do better than what you've done. Your kids are failing in their system. They sit here telling you when your kids go to them doctors and go to their hospital that they are deliberately giving your kids less medication and they're giving them less treatment, they intentionally let your kids die. And you still gonna take them back. You ain't got the sense. You know what we look at? I'm telling you the difference between us and white people. You know what we say? It ain't all of them. That's what we say. Then they set you where you can't afford to do nothing different. Those are the two opinions you get from people of color. It ain't all of them, and you know what? You can't afford to go nowhere. White folk can afford to go somewhere, and if they can't afford to go nowhere, they still ain't gonna use you. Right. They'll just disbelieve rather than believe you. That's the truth. And I'm trying to tell you this so you'll start doing better. When you gonna care about yourself? Don't even put on what, at the end, I'm telling you the truth, what it comes down to, when you gonna start depending on yourself? I watch out, you're lazy people. You're really lazy people. You're lazy when it come down for your kids. You're lazy when it come down for your future. You're not proactive about anything. You sit back and you wait. You know whenever they give you something, they're going to talk about you. So why you waiting? Why you take it from them? We do the same stupid stuff. When had they ever gave you something you ain't heard about it? So why you keep taking it? The same money you got at the club, buy that cheap bill, buy them cigarillos and all this stupid stuff. You ought to be strategized trying to build your nation, trying to build you a nation. No, you ain't got no business fixing no project. That's retarded. That ain't your home. You need to fix your home. You need something of your own. That ain't your responsibility to build no project. That's his experiment. Your job is to get some of your own so you can have self-ownership and you can establish something and leave something for your kids, leave a future for them. Everything you get, you tap and you run it down. You roach it fire. You smoke it out, you drink it out, you tear up the front yard, you're just terrible people. People call you terrible people. Can't talk about white people, not talking about you're just terrible people. You're a disappointment, the men are disappointment. Overall, the whole black race, men, you're terrible people. I heard some of the stuff I hear our men do, some of the stuff, your pants hang down, you're just a disgrace. You're a disgrace, you have no self-respect. The way you talk to your women, you never see white men on no video and going out calling them hoes and bees the whole time. You're the only people, you're disgusting, you're just disgusting people. You're shameful people. You see a piss poor example for your kids. Now let's get back to you. Yeah, I talked about them, let's talk about your problem. You're terrible people. Our women terrible, they let you talk to them like that. They ain't got no self-respect. Tramp stamp. Sit around, they sit around, wait on that. First thing you look at somebody get you knocked up so you'll have somebody to take care of you. Get responsible. It's up to me, I wouldn't give you a dime. You should have got yourself married. Make you get responsible. You know what, then you'll close your legs. Got no business having no kids, you ain't got no man to help you take care of it. And we should have been put a stop to this. God, women, if one thing had one mistake, ain't no reason you got no 5 and no 6, no 8 and no 10. It's retarded. So here we go. Got to talk about the whole situation. And because they seduce you. I know what your problem is. They seduce you to believe that we owe you. Your whole mentality, your thinking is a product of slavery. Same thing with the so-called Negro man. He can't do nothing until the slave master come in and tell him to do it. You know why they hate me? Because I don't wait on them to tell me what to do. I ain't waiting on no white man or no black man to make no way for me. I refuse to do it. That's just being honest. I just ain't gonna do it. I refuse to do it. I'm a man. I try to tell y'all be the same thing, be a man. Learn how to work together so other nations respect you, so your kids will respect you. Everybody your kid respect is a rapper who ain't worth a flying flip, a sorry athlete who ain't worth a flying flip. Your kids don't have nobody to look up that worth nothing. Ask these kids, athlete, give me an athlete. Give me a good athlete you look up to. Give me one. Kid, come on, now they don't know nobody. Give me somebody, who? Michael Jordan. What Michael Jordan done for you? Okay, I just making sure, absolutely nothing. Gave you some high-priced Chinese shoes. High-priced Chinese shoes. They're gonna say what everybody else did too. This the problem you got is Shaq tried to tell you about them shoes. I ain't got a whole lot of respect for Shaq either, so please don't think I'm just pushing him on the fact that he at least told him that his people couldn't afford these shoes. But Shaq done did enough homosexual stuff on TV. He disgusting himself. Sitting here banging a black man. And Shaq knew he had respect. Folks respected Shaq for taking them shoes away from Reebok. Folks respect the fact that he didn't spend his money, he had saved the money. We did just like the rest of them. He sold out so he could sit up there on that TV screen. Talking about who he own, you own. So man, I got a kid. You think how my kid gonna leave me when I come home and I just had a man banging like I'm banging him in the behind on a movie. Talking about it's just a movie. All my son and his friends saw that's reality. You just done it. Did it to another compromising artist. What's that little, Kevin Hart, yeah. If he had a heart, he'd do better. He need to go follow Yellow Brick Road. Get a heart. These kids, it hurts me. Let me tell you why it hurt me. I am what they call a black man. I would never do nothing to shame my kids. I would never sit here and disgrace myself for no dollar bill for nobody. I would never say and drop my integrity to sit here so I can get no dollar out of these white people and try to entertain these so-called Negroes. These people don't even care about self-respect. I worked the bill from nothing. To sit there and sell my self-respect for $1? Man, self-respect gonna outlast $1. Integrity gonna beat $1. So-called black man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You sit around, you're lazy, you make excuses. All you do is complain instead of doing something. Yeah, the system does work against you, but why won't you do something different? I'm sitting here watching a man swing and hit me the same way every time. Why don't I move? Why don't I move and do something? Because you sat back waiting on a handout. You keep waiting on some so-called Negro leader. You a leader. Ain't no one man can lead us. There's too many of us. All of you ought to see yourselves as a leader. It ain't about you being no pastor. It ain't about you owning no business. It's about the fact you got integrity. I told you that one time when I went with my older daughter. I went to her school. And they had fathers and daughters. And they had them all sitting in there. That's the truth, too. Who would be witness on me? And we were sitting there, and all them fathers, they got up, started talking. And, man, they were talking about their corporate, the business that they work for and the company and how they'll have them to come in and what they'll do. They get a time. Listen, them guys were talking. I had just come from work. I was doing, I worked for Southeast Atlantic back then. I was working for a drink company. And, boy, that drink company to whoop my behind, too. I was sitting there, and they got to me. And I stood up, I turned around, I told all of them, I said, I heard all of them and what they had said and what they worked at. I told them absolutely not one of them could be a role model to my daughter. I told them I was the husband of one wife. I told them I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, and I didn't cheat on my wife. Listen, I told my lead by, listen, I told everyone, I looked around the room, and I sat down. That principal, she said, bravo, bravo. Everybody was pissed. Nobody wanted to talk no more. Because you know what they looked at? They had never heard no man say that. I told them every one of them, I said, if your kid got to look further across that dinner table for a role model, I told everyone, I said, your home in a bad shape. I told them my kids could look at me. I told them, listen, very impressive. They got them told what their job can do, and I can have my company. I can have that. I said, beautiful, beautiful. My turn. I got to shut it down, shut the house down on it. Isn't that right? Shut it down. Let them know, shut it down. After that point, for some reason, nobody want to give them tell them about what they could do no more. All they had to do was get up and say, ditto. All they had to get them and say, me too. All you had was a dollar bill and a job. You had no ethic. You had no integrity. That's what I want y'all got to get, integrity. Integrity is going to beat a dollar bill any day. Which one of the other, what's another one you like? What? LeBron, tell me the one carried the pocketbook. I got him, don't worry, you ain't the only one. They sick in here too. These men in here will fight for a man with a pocketbook. They fight me about a man wear a pocketbook. The man carry a dog pocketbook. Most hurtful thing I ever seen in my life. Disgusting. And my men in here fight for it. They'll fight me about that. I'm trying to, they have the spirit holding them back now. Ready to fight me about an openly gay man. No good way you openly gay, you got a pocketbook. I ain't got one, I got a wallet. It ain't a pocketbook. It's a pocketbook. Where I come from is a pocketbook. That's the stuff my wife, well, me and her wallet, my wallet don't look nothing like a pocketbook. That's retarded. My men will fight for him. Give me another one you like. Oh, nobody got no letter now. Yeah, I ain't got no letter, preacher. Yeah, I ain't got no letter. That's a disgrace. Who? Tracy McGrady. He don't even play no more. Find somebody to play at least. He's that name. He don't even know what Tracy McGrady is. Boy, you in your mama womb talking about Tracy McGrady. Isn't that right? Who you got? Which one of these guys y'all look up to? Who you got? Who? Alan. You ain't even seen him play. Find somebody that done play. These folks ain't never even seen him play before. YouTube probably too old for him to see it. Ain't that right? He just didn't have a brain in his head. He was a good player, just didn't have a brain. Had the opportunity, he was somebody a lot of these guys looked to, but he wound up leading more people wrong than he did right. Shot his whole career in the foot. And you know the reason is? No other men were right there to get him and pull his coattail and tell him, and say, listen, think about what you're doing. Imagery. Look at what you're doing. You messing yourself up. You're making some bad decisions. They're going to hurt you later on. He wound up shooting himself in the foot. Could have been. Did he make Hall of Fame? He didn't even make it. Shot his whole career. Did he make it? I ain't worth talking about it. He ain't got no ring. He ain't got no bling bling. Man just sat here and wasted a lot of his career. He could have did a whole lot better than what he did, making stupid decisions. And that's what we're trying to save our young men from doing too. It ain't just the homosexuality, it's the fact that a lot of our men of color make bad decisions. That's why I try to talk to y'all young guys about thinking before you do stuff. I know y'all ain't gonna do it. You're gonna keep doing what you're doing, and you keep making bad decisions. Eventually your bad decisions gonna hurt you. Yeah. See, I'm gonna tell you what, ain't about, you think white America ain't gonna put nothing up for you? You think the only thing they got for you is prison, jail. You need to know that. You are a counterpart. You're not an equal. America never gonna see you as no equal, boy. You always gonna be a counterpart to these people. You're never gonna be nothing here. Get that out of your mind. You go all the university you want, get all the degrees you want. You'll never be equal to no white person. Don't let these people lie to you because it's 2024. This the system. So all I try to tell you to do is create a system that works and that funds you. You ain't gotta hate them, just hate the way you treat it and then build something different for yourself. They don't like that. I guarantee they're right. I guarantee they're right. They still got places you can't go in America. They can go anywhere. Let a white person go in them project and let something happen to them and see if it take the police 3 hours to get there. Whole project getting shut down. Let your behind come up missing in one of these communities. See how long it take to get on the news. One young black man went to look in an empty house, wasn't even furnished, no door, nothing but wood framing up, and he got killed on tape. And the DA and them didn't even want to press charges. Took over a couple of months to get it on the news media to finally get somehow to get an arrest. That's the only reason something happened. Nobody gonna care about you, and I'm trying to tell you that so you start using your head for yourself. If you don't care about yourself, don't expect nobody else to. You know why white America don't care and why none of these races don't care? You don't care. Look at us, who in here making any noise for you? Go look at the news media. What news media talking about you? When I gave y'all facts about what's going on and how many of you dying by abortion, that ain't on a white news station. Right. NBC, them people don't care nothing about you. White people ain't looking on the news to find out what's happening to you. They want to know what's going on for them. They want to know what favors them. Don't get mad at them. You need something other than just BET. Make a fool. Black don't need no entertainment. Black needs some done intelligence. Sick of being stupid. Every time you look around, you the stupidest people on the planet. Don't you get tired of being stupid? Don't you get tired of stupid decisions? You come here, you're getting taught, you hear the word, but what real decisions are you making to better yourself? If all you're doing is sit here and listen to the word, you ain't bettering yourself, how are you helping yourself? That's it. Sit around. Preacher do it, preacher do it. What you gonna do for yourself? I'll just tell y'all the truth now. That's the truth. Now you ask anybody white, green, yellow, black, what did I say wrong? Nothing. It only wrong when it's something that don't help them. When you the victim, everybody good. They'll tell you, this ain't even teaching now. Because I don't tell you the truth. When you the victim, tell them to pull up the numbers and see. I had my white partner, he told me, he said, you know, more white people be killed by the police than black people. I said, where you get that lie from? And what new? We ought to see it on the news then. Right. You tell me white folk getting killed by the white police, it ain't on the news. Right. They just showing me. Right. Who that stupid? Right. More white people get killed by the police than black people? Where this happening at? Right. Nobody believe no lie like that. They believe in, they tell themselves anything. Look, all them white folk that ran up that January 6th should have been shot. Right. Everyone that kicked in that door ran up. Listen, I don't care they were black. You just did something ain't nobody can do. Right. You ain't nobody stupid. Who don't know you can't break in no Capitol building? Right. Who don't know you can't jump on no police with no gun, there's no mob, and you outnumber them, you gonna get shot? Right. What am I saying wrong? Right. Then you got a man running talking about he gonna give all them, he gonna free everyone, then free all the gang members. Right. Free all the drug dealers. Right. They ain't hurt nobody on January the 6th. Right. They ain't making nobody buy dope. People willingly walking up buying dope. And no one support them selling dope to nobody, black or white. Right. Sick of stupid stuff. Sit around here, they still justifying January. Will not forget September 11th, which is a lot further, but you can't remember January the 21st to 6th. January the 6th, 2021, white folk can't remember it. Oh, talking about that time they was all up there hugging and shaking hands. Yeah, that's when they were pissing on Nancy Pelosi's desk. When they stole National Secret, her computer. Stole stuff and tried to sell it to Russia. That's punishable by treason. That's the death penalty on their own white law. Gay folk bun, you embarrass your family. I'm going to send you home with your mama. How many of us could have used that? I done broke into the United States Capitol, the house, and you going to let me go on bunk with me with my mama? All I'm telling America, you ain't fair. I'm sick of it. Happy say, I got to go to work. I don't hate nobody but Satan, so you know where you at then. And you say I don't like it now, tell the truth now, you Satan. That's wrong. That's the truth. I don't hate nobody but Satan, so you know what you are. If you say preach don't like it, you Satan. That's out your mouth. All right, then Romans 15:5. Wake up, what y'all doing now? 15:4. I'm telling y'all the truth. They're the truth for everybody. Then we look at what their words say, because I know the word right. Y'all hear me?
So
I'm for equality for everybody. I don't think white people ought to be disenfranchised. I don't think green people, yellow people, whatever color these folks, I don't know why they forgot these stupid people. I ain't seen a red man yet. But that's what you want to tell people, then go ahead and tell it. All right, this is Romans 15:4. Let's see what it say. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
Whatever was written before.
Nikatab Talamadus.
That's the truth there. They're written to teach us, to show us and to instruct us. Tell us what happened.
So that through endurance.
So when we going through and not quitting. And who you think they're talking to? They're talking to people that's oppressed. They're talking about people oppressed. Let me tell y'all something. Whether people want to accept or not, this is every race, creed, or color. But let's just be under everybody in their place. What people had the possibility of fame? Why do people need the word to keep them from quitting and giving up? What's their current situation? They're wealthy. They're doing well, successful. Let's just be practical when you sit here listening. If it was not for the word, a lot of us would have been gave up.
Yes, sir.
Let's just be honest. You need the word on what. Listen, because you're looking at this is sent to an oppressed people. This is sent to a people that have been stricken. And now other people are trying to join themselves in, but you have to understand where the connection come in at. You have to understand the position of the people that it was given to. The people that actually received it, what was their condition? The people that received it, but real, what was their condition? They were slaves. But you don't want to believe. I know that. You want to believe something else. Why we got to talk about that? Because he said, whatever written 4 times, written for our learning. So what written for your learning was what was their condition? See, let me tell you something. People don't like to deal with truth because truth deals with facts. When you deal with facts, you got to go too far back. Mm-hmm. When you got to go too far back, it put too many people to blame. Let me tell you something. I said it flat-footed too. So I ain't lying. Flat-footed. This is the truth. As white people, how many of them old relative pictures they done got rid of they knew were slave owners? Because you know what they look at? They did some good. Mm-hmm. None of them going to burn up their family tree. None of them going to chop them down. Because they know the family tree. Listen, I don't give a flying flip by my family tree. If I know that any one of my relatives, listen, I don't care when it was, that you unrighteously, unjustly killed somebody white for your own cause reason, I don't go along with it. If I find out you own slave, I don't go along with it, which means I'm dropping you. I'm cutting you off. I'm letting you go. End of it. I cut that part of the tree off because I don't go along with it being happening to me. I don't go along doing nobody else.
That's right.
I'm not going to tell you don't rape me, rape another man. That makes no sense. I don't go along with you raping at all. Why won't white people be just? If you just ain't talking about you, I'm talking about the ones that not. Because they're not just. They know they're not just. They're fine with Uncle Bucket, the raper. They good with their great-grandpappy, the raper, the racist. They know it. They all good with them. Tell them to get rid of them pictures and burn them up. I got family. Listen, man, I don't care about nobody. Listen, my family know me. I'm flat-footed with them. I don't owe my family nothing, and they already know don't cross me. If I find you done something you got no business, I don't care nothing for you. I don't give two shakes about you. Y'all got me? I don't go along with it. If I don't go along, I don't go along. I ain't gonna sit here and be like them justified. Well, back then, I don't care when it was still wrong. You know it was wrong.
That's right.
When was rape okay? So how all of a sudden folk don't bet, all of a sudden now, folk don't know. People didn't know back then. Don't tell me about people on slavery, but still were laws on how you supposed to treat people. They know, come on, people know what they're doing. Don't try to pull that stupid stuff. It's right when they make it right. And I'm just telling you that because if you don't wake up to what's conscious and be truthful about it, and white folks and black folks need to be straightforward with each other, that's how you gonna get to moving somewhere. All that pitting around here, tell the lie, that's why we ain't never went nowhere. Everybody keep trying to not rock the boat. The boat started rocking when you stuck us on it.
Yeah.
The boat was fine when we stayed off of it and we stayed on the land. When you stole us and put us on it, you rocked the boat. And now I'm gonna tip the boat over. If we're gonna get better, we're gonna get better with the truth. That just tells you, don't talk about don't rock no boat. You the one loaded the boat. You know we're gonna rock. When we got on that rock, we the people fell over, not you. Okay, let's be honest. I'm just telling y'all, listen, y'all young folk, don't you be stupid. I'm telling you like I heard a man say, be a better man than me. And that ain't wrong. Don't be like, be a better man than me. Y'all hear me? Don't sit here, y'all got opportunity to go to school, get something in your head. My young daughter too, get some in your head instead of sitting here making a fool out yourself. Don't you know since slavery that the so-called Negro has not advanced? Every seat position he got to kiss somebody white behind. You don't have a black man in no position that can stand up and be a man. He gonna have to appease somebody, he gonna kowtow, he gonna have to bow down to them in their system. They don't have one of them. Tell them to name one of these black guys who can get them and run their mouth. Not one that'll shut them down. Who you know with money? Which one of y'all know? Name them. Who? Which one you know? Athlete, celebrity? Give me the name. Stephen who? Stephen Fetch it. He know to keep his mouth shut.
That's right.
Talking about Stephen Curry. Shoot. That joker two shades from being white. He ain't no fool. Them folks don't give you no ball and let you drag no ball down no court and you run your mouth against them people.
Nope.
That man know who his master is. Don't fool yourself. What Stephen Curry that ever came out and said? What he been voiceful about? And he know they racist. He know the system racist he play. He know the team he work for. He know they racist. He know the state he in racist. You know they gonna say, we all just here to play basketball. They're not talking about racism. It don't affect them.
Right.
Nobody want to talk about nothing that don't affect them. Y'all hear me? Yes, sir. That's just better. This is what we gotta do. Everything needs to affect everybody so we can fix it, so we can get better. The reason I'm talking, because it ain't never been fixed. When you sit here and look at 20 million of your people being aborted and white folks say the hand of it and nobody said nothing about it, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I found out you go to the hospital that you don't get the same. In 2024, we still doing this? None of that. Let it be about Jesus. That's what it was about when we got taken about Jesus. I'm trying to get rid of Jesus. I'm trying to get rid of anything that's against our survival and against our preservation. Yeah, because it hurt us. Religion has hurt us. You learn to suppress things. You know when you bring it up, when you destroy your home, when you wreck your marriage, when you piss poorly raise your kids because of religion. You hadn't been given the facts. You never dealt with your problem. All you did was learn to stick in the back of your mind. You can't stand up and be a man nowhere in America. Now, I'm trying to teach you how to be a man for all here, but you can't do that until you be a man first for yourself. I'm trying to help you. You need to know it. Listen, let's just being truthful. In order for you to be the man you need to be for him, it's about truth. Don't try to deal with this when you're not even truthful about your situation. You're not even truthful about who you are. Now, how you going to be truthful for him about the plan of salvation? I don't have to change who I am to try to fit into nobody's system. I like the way I am. Listen, people don't like the way I'm made, but that's why I like it. Because you know why? I'm my own man. I don't kowtow. I don't bow down to nobody. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Jewish. None of these people control me. You want to see it? You see it. Here I be. Here I be. And they don't like, here I be. I don't kowtow for none of them. I don't bow down to none of them. I don't shuffle my head for no rapper, for no athlete, for no movie star, for none of these people. Nobody owns me. Nobody controls me. We got that? Yes, I'm my own man. And you know what I got when I lay down tonight? Integrity. You know what I got in the morning when I get up? Integrity. And I don't own a pocketbook. Everybody can't say that. I just keep it real with them. All right, let's finish talking about that. And going through patience and through
The Nakum.
I keep my own reward. See, that's what keep me from selling out for these people. See, when you don't have something and you don't learn how to go through and learn how to book and learn how this actually work for you and teach you how to go through and not quit, then you don't learn how to look to the constellation, you're gonna faint, you're gonna quit. You're gonna sell out, you're gonna compromise. You have to go along with. You're gonna have to learn how to compromise to try to fit with these people. You have to compromise with these people, be your own person. Do I say something about everything everybody do? No, that's their business. But I know what I don't stand for, and I know what I go to, and I know what I ain't gonna do. I know what I ain't gonna do. Mm-hmm. Y'all got me? Ain't my job to make other people around the world, nobody else do what they got. I know what I'm gonna do.
That's right.
Y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
I know how I'm gonna conduct myself. I don't give a flying flip about what nobody do. Everybody take their clothes off somewhere. I know mine stand on, and everybody better stay in their proper place too. Y'all hear me? I ain't gotta take my clothes off because everybody take theirs off. Y'all hear me? I ain't gotta be no fool because everybody a fool. Because I got intelligence. That's what I'm trying to teach you. If we're going to better the nation, we're gonna have to educate the nation. This is our future right here. These young men, these young boys, these young girls, this is our future. What are we showing them? What are we showing them? What are we demonstrating to them? We know how to beg. We know how to wait. I tell you, that's the average over here, you know what they wait on now? Taxes. Taxes. So if taxes don't come, what was your plan? You know what I mean? You know how Pittsburgh, these people, listen, you know the average way these people, they want on their taxes. And soon they get it, they owe that out for what they done borrowed, counting on something to come in. They teach them how to beg their whole life. They don't know how to become responsible. Learn how to take care of what you got. Learn how to make decisions as a man. You can't get everything everybody got. You got to think about it as a man. What's your commitment? Where's this going to put you? I want to teach y'all the same thing so y'all can learn while y'all young. Start looking at your involvement. When you do things, how far you got to commit yourself. Where's this going to put you out? A lot of stuff you do, some stuff going to put you out. Hello? Yes, sir. All right, I'm just trying to help y'all out now. I know they say, oh, that preacher be running their mouth, preacher be talking. Preacher been doing this a long time. I ain't just started doing it yesterday either. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. I built my reputation on running my mouth and standing behind what I say too. And I'm trying to tell y'all about being men of integrity. You screw up too much. Jordan, one of them two, you screw up. How you do this week so far? Think about your answer. Think about your answer. So you had to think about your answer. Why? What's the answer going to be? You screwed up already. The day Wednesday. How many times you screwed up? 3 times. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 2 times out of 3 days. Decisions. What about the rest of y'all? Who else screwed up? Brandon, how many times you screwed up? How many times? Think about your answer. How many times you screwed up? It's only 3 days so far of the week. How many days you done screwed up already? 2 of them. But how many times? None. What about it? How many times? Look at that boy. He didn't think Papa was gonna say that. 1 time. How about you? How many times? 2. How many times? None. 2. You just didn't think about your answer. You just didn't get caught. You didn't? You just didn't do it? Ain't getting caught. You stayed on task. All right. William. Come put the check up here, boy. I know go ahead. You like you screwed up. What, Jeremiah? Jeremiah. Yeah, go ahead. How many times? 1 time. Why? Listen, ain't it the truth gonna set you free?
That's right.
Yeah. And think about your answer. Yeah, how many times you get caught? Think your answer. You ain't screw up at all that way. Think about your answer. Think about your answer. Think about your answer. You ain't screw up at all that way. All right, that's good if you did. 0 time. Joseph? Who else? Anybody else? How many times a week? So I had to check my young boys. I had to make sure they're on task. Well, how about it, Shane? 0. Then, this is what I want y'all to realize. Again, I talked to y'all about this. Y'all really got to start thinking about decisions you make. I made a lot of bad decisions in my life. I made more poor decisions when I became a man and growing up to become a man. I made those and I realized because I really didn't think a lot of things through. I try to talk to y'all at an early age and get you to do it. I know y'all guys gonna make some mistakes, but some of the mistakes y'all make become critical after a period of time. At some point, you got to start thinking about your decision. Does your decision help you? How many of y'all it worked out for you by screwing up? Anybody can tell me what happened when you screwed up this week? Did you get a reward? Anybody get a reward? Did anybody get a data boy? So what's the benefit? Now as a businessman, that's not smart. So when you screwed up, you should have got something out of it. How about that? How many times a week? 2 times. Did you get anything for it? Did you get in trouble? Didn't you get in trouble? You got in trouble? How'd that feel? So you think about had you stayed on task, and then whatever you didn't get right, you still had to go back and fix it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things you start looking, and this even for my men, I know a lot of times men want to think about, when you start making decisions, you really got to start looking at the whole structure of the idea. Where's this really going to lead me at? What's going to be the benefit? Because a lot of times you'll just be doing things, if you only consider it every time you screw up, that kind of puts you at a disadvantage and try to advance it in life. At some point, you got to start thinking about things before you do it. And a lot of these, what I'm telling y'all, a lot of these grown people, they ain't even thought about it. It's the same way if you're going to start committing sin. At the end of the day, what you going to get from it? See, it needs to be something you getting out of it. Think about it. You running a business. When Yahuwah come back here, he's the person going to inspect your business. He's going to look at whether your business was profitable or should your business be shut down. And man, you ain't going to believe it. The average job, he's going to shut you down because what you're doing not profitable. Okay? But I know that you're not going to worry about it. Let's finish talking about this. Let's see where we go. And I try to see Yahuwah when we try to get y'all out of here. Because I know this ain't what you came here to hear. Let's see. So we talked about going through patience, but going through without quitting. And that's only going to be because of the reward. Now, that don't make sense to keep going when they ain't got no reward. This is called stupid. This is called stupid. The only reason this makes sense and the fact that whatever is written before was written to teach me, to show me, to instruct me. So why? I need to see something. I need to know something. I need some direction in order to know which way I'm going. So that this includes that through patience, me going through and not quitting, that what I've been taught that happened before and based upon what's written is only to teach me, to show me, instruct me so that I don't quit. Why? Because there is a reward for those that do it lawfully, that do according to the rule. And it's of the writings. When I go back through the writing, that's my consolation as well, that I can have teeth, which give me a cord. So what's the consolation behind what y'all did? Don't worry about it. Y'all ain't no worse than these grown people in here. They screw up every time. They screw up royally. They might not get caught. So y'all get the opportunity, you get caught to get corrected. There's a lot of people who screw up, they don't get caught, and they don't realize they're going to pay for it later. See, it's going to happen one or two ways. Either you're going to get your correction on this side, you're going to get on the other side. There's a lot of them here to tell you they ain't get caught. They just don't know. You were caught. Like I asked someone that said they ain't doing that. Surely they think I'm stupid. Surely they all think I'm stupid. You think I believe that these kids went to school and they ain't did nothing? It just didn't lead to the level that they got caught or a call or a writing didn't come up. But since I'm kind of stupid because the dumb look I got, for some reason, preachers just believe it. If my parent didn't, you think my parent got a call every time I did something wrong? You think I got a write-up every time? They must think there's something new. When I ask y'all to think about your answer, because you still were going to play me like I'm stupid. Well, I mean, since I ain't get a call, that means I didn't do nothing. Surely, you know good and well, what is your behavior? You are a screw up. You think I believe you went to school 3 straight days, you ain't screw up? You have a pattern. You just learn how to get better at it. I did it. So for all y'all that thought I bought that you didn't do nothing, of course that's how it worked. You just didn't get it. What you do just didn't add up to a call. What you add up just didn't add up to a writing. It's just like people in here. They feel like, well, if didn't nobody know about it, then it must not be sin. It's just because you hadn't got the mosh pot yet. See, getting you to be better and me to be better as a people is just not so you can just build a quote unquote a black nation. This is a problem and a situation, but it all needs to intersect and interline till you understand the process, what he's trying to do. He's trying to establish a GUI that becomes self-sufficient of itself. Y'all got it? You learn how to trade and do business, but you don't need nobody to rule over you. See, your problem is now, that is for the so-called Negro, why you, listen, he has left him so broken. Why you think our kids go to prison? Because they need somebody to tell them what to do. Prison, let me tell you what prison do. Prison relaxes me of all responsibility. When my kids call me and tell me they want to go somewhere and I talk to them and I call them, man, I want to be there. Man, if I could be there. But you know I know I'm in prison, I can say that. Prison relaxes you of all responsibility. Somebody else get you ain't got to worry about hustling, go get no food. Listen, they're going to feed you either way. If you ain't got money for the snow, if you can't get that, listen, they're going to bring you a tray. They're going to get you soap. They're going to give you a place to lay down your head. It's not going to be efficient, but you'll take it because you lack the responsibility of being a man. And now our boys are falling right into the hands of people that's teaching to be less than a man. And then you're going to become a career criminal. That's not really I talk to y'all. You don't even see you setting yourself up for failure. You think it's okay, you just hear me and you think it's a joke, and that's fine. But you're going to find out soon, joke going to be on you. You're going to be the kid sitting out here, you ain't going to have no, eventually you're going to become an adult and you're going to still be a screw up. You're going to be sitting in people's prison system. Then you're going to have your LeBron, a little Brick James pocketbook. You'll have your Dwayne pocketbook. See, I'm trying to help you to be a man. This society ain't trying to make them skinny jeans, all that little pretty stuff they're trying to get you. They're not trying to help you be no man. They're trying to train you how to be a little girl. And once you go to prison, they're going to fulfill all the wishes these people want to have. Listen, they ain't got to worry about them teaching how to be no female in school. You're going to learn when you go to jail. Prison is only trying to help you before you get there. You're making all the mistakes. I see where you're going. Once you got here, these people not going to keep playing with you. School is setting you up, making you think you're going to get off with a write-up. They're just going to write you, they can't do that to me, they can't do that to me, and you're going to pop up on the wrong police. They can't do that to me, and you're going to be sitting down there in jail. Then you're going to be in prison. Then you're going to be tatted all up, some nigga name wrote on your neck. They're like, who that your daddy? Now, that's my boyfriend, my husband. Y'all got to get y'all act together. I'm trying to help y'all out. Let's look at something, Romans 6:23 right quick. Trying to hold y'all too long, but it's right. For those that hate me, do this. You go look at your nation, see if your nation in a piss poor condition like mine. I'm trying to fix them. They ought to be sending me federal funding down here. They ought to, you know what? My phone ought to be ringing saying, we sending you $65 billion to fix this nation. That's right. Give me that Ukraine money. That's right. I ain't gonna go buy no guns. I ain't gonna go buy, I don't need no nuclear weapon. All I need to teach these men to set myself get sufficient. I open up a school for men. They don't tell me, Tony, you too old. No, you ain't, nigga, sit down. I ask you a couple of questions. Sit your behind down. I have a sword. They're not like, Nino, sit down, nigga, your $5 nigga before I make change out of you.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, I make change out of you, don't sit down. Yeah. Out of the house, listen, let me chop them in half. Like, man, we look at the situation we in, how bad despair we in. We in a bad shape. Then I need to educate our women. They don't know how to be mothers. They think a tablet. They think an iPhone. They think all this is a parent. They're not parenting. Our parent they thought the TV did it, but we weren't in the condition we were in. Everybody keep thinking you sit in front of TV, sit in front of phone, sit in front of iPad, they're going to sufficient. Get out from in front of them. Learn to sit them down and give them some direction. They tell them, make them read a book. If the book, what's the purpose of reading the book? Is the book going to give them direction? Or you just teach them how to call out words? I don't know, we keep thinking a book always the answer. Right. If the book ain't got them going the right direction, they're still wrong.
That's right.
So you got to start looking at things that are going to feed their intelligence and give them direction at the same time. Yeah, we got to teach them. Let them play when you're a child, but let them know at this point in that time you become responsible. Let's see something. This is Romans 6:19. I'm sorry. Let's see where they take us at. Let's go. Make it 15. It's all the same. Let's see what they say. Been so long, I don't know what they say myself. How about that? We'll figure it out. Let's see what he said. Listen.
Now we kata because we are not under the Torah, but
we
under
kata because we're not under Torah, but under Khan. Let it
not be.
That's what he just said. That's what people try. This is the excuse people try to use that we're not under the law. I don't know where people get that from. How you not under the law? How you not under the law? The law is still instituted. You're not under the penalty of the death of the law to the point of where you didn't have the ability to be able to be constructive and not find yourself being condemned by it. See, you got to look at man without strength, he was under the law. Because he could have done it. It wouldn't have made no sense to give you con. Wouldn't have made sense to give you con if you could have done it. Because you couldn't do it. So it was a necessity that you receive what we got now. See, this thing what he got right now, it desires for us to sit down and look into it. Because the Torah hadn't gone nowhere as far as instruction and directing us on what we're supposed to do. People are always trying to get out of something and justify something. But it's not. And he's trying to tell you, so we're supposed to sin. So let's say, since we're not in the law, that means I can go commit adultery. I'm just trying to figure where exactly will I find it at. So when did the law disappear? It didn't disappear. The law still instituted. But people try to get out of things. Okay? He's giving us an opportunity now to where the law came in to condemn us because we without strength. He said, I took you from under that. I didn't get rid of no law. I don't know why these people he didn't get rid of no law. Let's look at something right quick. Let me see. Let me see. Let's look at, how about they look at the law? Let's look at the situation, let's look at law. 20 and, see if that 20 and 6 of the book of Alah Shamuth. They call it Exodus. I'm sorry. I said, oh yes, I did. Alah Shamuth 20 and about 6. We'll see. Trying to think of something. Let me see. Alah Shamuth 20 and 6. Be fine. Let's see what that's saying. Listen.
But showing kindness to thousands, to those who ahab me.
All right, make it 5 then, okay. Listen.
You should not shakah them nor serve them.
You should not call them or serve them. Should not worship them, adore them. You should not worship them. What happened?
For I, Yahuwah, your all, am a jealous all.
That's what he said. He said, I'm a jealous all. I'm a jealous Elohim. What you do?
Visiting the iniquity of the abode.
You see what they do? I come back to repay people for their sins, for their transgression. And what happened?
On the benin
of the children.
On the third and on the fourth Tuledah.
On the third and the fourth Tuledah.
Of those who hate me.
Of those that hate me.
But showing kindness to thousands, to those who ahab me.
See that? That's what he said. He said, but I show kindness to those that ahab me. Y'all see that? We start looking at where his con is. So there are some people that ahab him, although they found themselves in transgression. So we started to find out that man needed something. Man was weak. And he looked that man needed something to come in and sustain him. And he looked at some people that honestly served to do, but they just without the ability. But he never intended, but it gave an opportunity to show the genuineness of man. A lot of times you don't know man until you give him the word, until he start put under some instructions, you start to put him under some things. Now you get to find out the genuineness of man and the honestness of man. A lot of times you find men not honest. The average man not honest. No, he's not honest. A lot of them not honest. They know they're not, people not honest. It ain't just him. People, it's just not. Why would you? It's easy to fake your way through. It's easy to be a hypocrite and a liar and a far pretender it to be true. It's just being honest. Because the truth hurt people's feelings. Just like it hurt people's feelings. Because people don't want the truth. What I lied about? I ain't lied about that. What I told people fact. You know they say, nah, he ain't preaching. Because they ain't preaching because they ain't your people. Because they ain't preaching because they don't affect you. And the so-called Negro they're going to fight for him, it's because you're a slave. You're a slave in your mind of being. Every man ought to be treated right. I don't believe nobody ought to be oppressed. I don't believe nobody ought to be oppressed. I don't believe nobody ought to be mistreated. I don't know where people get it from. But at the same time, why is it a problem we looking at will the people that are constantly being raped, murdered, robbed, and victimized? You can come here and get better treatment than we've been here. I do better come through the Mexican border with no documentation, I can get treated better. I can get an education for my kids. I can get somewhere to stay. They'll put the police out for me. Police right now can put me out. I can go down and they'll put the police out in Chicago. They'll put the kids, listen, kids can't go to school in New York because somebody illegally came here. Somebody illegally here can't even get in school. This is the intelligence of white people. This is called the justice of white people, and they flaunt it in your face because you're too stupid. This is how stupid you are. You fighting to try to get your kids in school, they kick your kids out of school to put illegals in there. And tell you they ain't got room and they ain't got space. Of course you don't when you putting us out. Listen, they got programs that's going to be efficient and benefit people of color, people that's not of color. They don't have nothing to benefit you. And it don't even bother you. See, what you look at, your intelligence got to go further than just sitting inside this room. Look at your condition, man. Look at your condition, woman. Look at the condition of your kids. You too busy trying to flaunt the street and look good, and you don't look, and you're a terrible person. You're a terrible mother. You're just terrible people. You sit around and you keep waiting on people to do, and you got to learn how to do for yourself. Every woman don't have the self-respect, don't have respect for herself, have respect for her husband. The husband don't have respect for the wife. The kids don't have respect for the parents. These kids, if I told these kids to raise their hand and tell y'all something, it'll hurt your feelings. You'll take them kids home, you'll beat them. I wouldn't even do that to y'all kids. I wouldn't even do it to you. I would tell these kids, say, don't even do it. Please don't do it. I told the kid, raise your hand, you know your parents ain't nothing but a liar. Don't you do it. They'll kill you when you get home. I wouldn't even do it to you. I wouldn't even do it to you. If I told them to raise their hand, you know your parents are a hypocrite, you'll wind up killing that kid when they get home. Because you hate the truth. You hate the truth. People want to know about somebody else wrong. You need to know about how wrong you are. That's how we're going to fix it. Everybody need to come up and tell the truth about how wrong you are. Kids ain't falling far from the tree. Because the kid done saying, watch you hypocrite. Kids ain't got to raise their hand. They know for themselves. Do this for a minute. Y'all kids raise your hand if y'all know if what I'm telling is the truth. Kids, if you know for yourself, you know something. If you were to answer to it, you know your head to get busted. Raise your hand. Raise them up, kids. That's good. I won't put y'all in no condition. It's the truth. You know, when we got to look at their parents, we got to start doing better. Because it's the truth. If they don't see better from us, how they going to get it from somebody else? I got my kid, ain't never raised my kid to pick at nobody. When I told y'all to have a bad joke, to pick at people with handicap at school. When I told y'all to hate white people. When I told y'all they were the devil or Satan. Never taught no foolishness like that. Never taught. I ain't never went with no foolishness like that. I don't teach it, I don't believe it, I don't subscribe to it. I believe every man got to stand up for himself, but nobody's standing up for our situation. Nobody see the problem, because you know what? It don't affect them. They can lally-dag, run down the street and keep going when you got to run for your life. These people know your home pissed out. You know what? They purposely done sit around and victimize your home. They purposely broke up your home. Let me tell you what happened years ago, what folk knew about it. A white slave master would keep a black man word was better than anybody white around now. My dad used to work for a place called Harry Brown Construction. Probably back in, I don't know, probably about the 40s or so. He told me he worked over there. And he was being charged of fixing his equipment. He said, white man tore up this truck. And he went on there, looked at it, and the man came out on the cut. The man was going out. White man was mad about the situation. He was telling me he didn't tear it up. That man came out and my daddy, he said, Henry, he tore that truck. He said, yeah, he tore that truck up. That white man said, get out that yard. He said, I know Henry don't lie. He said, you tore that truck and you took his word over a white man. Now, why he didn't believe that white man? Because they know black, they know you ain't got that no more. You're sorry niggas. Y'all a lie to me. Y'all folks are lie your way. You're a lie. Say something and say, but look at him. This is the first time I told the truth. You're a liar. Y'all folks will make Satan tell the truth. Terrible people. As a man, your integrity. I just finished a meeting telling a man about that. If your word ain't no good, man, you ain't no good, white or black. That boy done told you so, say, and do. And much is in you. As a man, you ought to be more honest. You ought to be genuine. Same thing with y'all. We ain't got no business telling no lies. It's irritating. Watch these kids go ahead. These kids ain't falling far from no tree. They don't watch you flim flam and scam. They watch you hypocrite. Time to hold a standard.
Yes, sir.
That's right. It's on us. Tell the truth. False in us.
That's right.
It's time to repair it. Folk need to see that these kids gonna learn how a family structure gotta be. They gotta watch the woman sit here and maintain the works of a wife and a mother. And they gonna do it in a better man. They got to watch a man maintain himself as a man and as a husband. They don't get to see that from you. You're non-performing, you're non-responsive. Your credibility on the line. We got to show them something. They done seen all the wrong way. When we gonna show them the right way? And stop saying what don't belong to you. If we don't see it from us, that same young black man gonna be a victimizer of you. Who you think breaking in these cars, breaking in these homes? Who the one? Ain't no white kids disrespected. These our kids. Okay. Don't worry about it. That's just me talking. Let's just see what he said, though. That's what the man said. He said, but he's showing kindness to thousands, to those who are harboring, and to those who do what now?
Keep my commandments.
That's what he said. Let's see what he said.
You should not take the Shem of Yahuwah your all in vain.
What happened?
For Yahuwah should not leave him unpunished who takes his Shem in vain.
So you can get away with that too. That law gone too. He said, I ain't gonna go without punishing you for it. Wait, let me ask a question. You know how many people of color, y'all know how many had took that man's name in vain? We take it and we use it. Let me tell you why we've used it vain. Because they taught us Jesus. I know they scared you. So to be safe, you're scared to say something against it. See, I'm not afraid of the name Jesus, and they can try to tell you them lies they want to about, it's many names. These are names that they conjured, they made up. They got that name from no interpretation that they copied it from. They can't tell you no original writers that they copied and they translated the word Jesus. Tinsdale didn't translate it. Nobody translated. They gave you the J and gave you a J and never had it. You never had it. But they gave it to you and you bought it and you bought into the psychosis to be safe. Let's just go with what. So when people try to tell you about Yahuwah, guess what you did? You blasphemed it. You said you didn't care about that. All you knew was Jesus. He knew that you were going to be punished for it because that law didn't matter whether you knew it or not. He clearly told you that when you knew about it, it's sin. See, that's what Shaul tried to tell you, how he did things ignorantly and through unbelief. See, they used that against you. Your ignorance and your unbelief has came back to hurt you. And now when somebody tried to come back to teach you truth and try to get you to understand how it's deeper than when you just sit here trying to look at his word, you got to look at the people who conspired and gave you the first writings. Why you think you have a problem believing what you're being told? Because it really don't line up with what your master gave you.
Right.
And your master don't like what I tell you.
Right.
I know they don't like it. They don't like it because I won't subscribe to it. It doesn't make sense. You're trying to tell me about a culture based off of your analytics and other stuff that you created in Europe. It doesn't make sense. They weren't European people. Don't try to tell me about your discipline and what your words mean. It doesn't make sense. You're dealing with a totally different culture. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. But you buy into it anyway. Because they're going to say, why wouldn't they tell you that? Who's been the writing scripters of all your books? Who been your English teacher? Who been your professor? Who been your math teacher? Why you think stuff adding up when it don't even make common sense in math? It makes it much sense that 1 times 1 is 1 and that's multiplying. And you still ain't figured it out. That is impossible that you multiply when you came with the same number. Well, he's seen you coming. He's seen you coming. He's seen you coming. And he's seen you coming. He knew you ain't had no sense. The man couldn't listen. Everything the man gave you been theory. Everything he give you has been a theory. It's in much sense he took gold out and how everything operates and he gave you the fiat. Everything he done gave you don't even exist. The fiat system it has no money. It has no value. There's nothing that sustains it, but all of a sudden Jesus is the sustainability of religion. Most of y'all didn't know what the fiat, they had a vehicle called a fiat.
Yeah.
It's imaginary. The man has an imaginary economic system and you think I believe his religion is stability? People don't want truth. Truth hurt, and it meant to hurt. It meant to hurt me, it meant to hurt you. That's how we all gonna get better. Black and white. And it's bad they had to break the black and white because everybody else stem out from us. All the poor people attached to us, all the rich people attached to white people. It's just being honest. And this is the divide we got because nobody wants equality. They're afraid if you get, then it takes away the imagery you have of them, of being greater than you. Huh? They teach you a math, greater than, less than. Where you think you at? You less than. They teach you that in math, greater than, less than. That's what, and you know what? It's an arrow point, don't it? It's an arrow point to make sure, listen, there be no discrepancy. They need to say, and you think an arrow don't point at you like your neighborhood? Like your zip code? Like your paycheck? Greater than, less than. Ownership. Greater than, less than. You don't know nothing. Everything you've been told, you can't even think. Listen, I come in the street here. I don't watch these people. I don't watch the system operate. It operates all the way around you. You go to work and you come home and come on the TV. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know what's going on while you at work. You just assuming something. This is for everybody. There's a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about that stuff. I just go to work, go home, and mind my business. And you part of the problem. Because when I talk, it look like I'm making up stuff. You found out now everybody in the whole, listen, all your celebrity riding, all your rappers riding, all your actors riding, all your preachers riding, all your politicians riding. And you know what you do? I just go home and go to work, come home, mind my business. And look where we at. Now your kids are gay legally. Your kids are legally gay. You don't even have a voice. You don't have, what's the purpose of you raising and taking care of them, and they get to make all the choices. When did this happen? Because you just go home and you don't get involved. Now the school system tell you. You ain't in control of nothing. What do you think gonna happen to these kids? They don't stand a chance. You're gonna leave it to them to make decisions. They can't stop screwing up 3 days a week. I already screwed up 2 of them. And the rest of the last 2 of them, sure they gonna get it right. Don't you know this is what happens when we don't put involvement? When we don't teach them, we gotta show them how much time you gotta put in correcting bad behavior. They don't realize you're losing valuable time that you need to be educated to skill yourself so you can make it out here. What I would do if it was up to me, I would take you and I would let you go out here and take you somewhere and drop you out at a place and let you fly out for a job and let you get your apartment, work it out for yourself. When you realize that you don't get hired, you're not getting hired, and you can't get an apartment that same day, and you don't get a check the same day you start, and you got to come in and get an interview, and while that's going on, you still hungry, that's going to be your problem. Because if you can't see my way, the best way for you to find out, let's see how the real way works. And when you got here and realize, man, stuff don't work nothing like I think. You find out if you could ever get a place, which I know you win, you're going to need lights, water, you're going to need credit. Credit. Everybody going to want to say, let me get that Social Security for it. I need to pull your credit. And you start looking stupid, you have no credit, bad credit. Or they say, we need some references, please call me. I said, little lying joker, that's all I need to do in the conversation. Y'all credibility starts now. You need people to be able to sign off and endorse to say that you have credibility. You don't know when something's gonna happen and you're gonna come up in something. You're gonna need somebody to stand up and say, I know that kid, they wouldn't do that. I just be honest with the average job, I can't say that. I had to be honest, I had to tell them people, I said, I've been with you. I wasn't putting them past them. And that's bad for you. So while you playing and having your good fun at school, cutting the food, don't you need nobody that's gonna be no reference for you? Because in life, they're gonna need somebody to stand for you. Somebody to say, I know that person, they wouldn't do that. I'm just helping y'all out. You keep going, you're gonna grow up to be a man eventually. You'll find out. You ask these people, and once you screw up your credibility, you screw up people believing in your credit, you'll find where it's gonna put you, it put you outside. That's a lot of these people who try to rebuild their credit now. Credit shot. You don't realize the reason they pull your credit because your credit shows a reference of who you are. Your credits tell you know what your credit. That credit don't say about yes it do. You don't pay people. You don't pay people because that's what type of person you are. You think something owed to you. Nobody owe you nothing. This life. All right, I'm trying to help y'all out. Listen, man, let me tell you something. I came through 2007, 2006, 2007 when the market crashed, when homes went in. I lost a house, $1.1 million. I had another house I wound up losing that were over in Atlanta. I had 2 houses I wound up losing. Listen here, I ain't filed one bankruptcy. Y'all hear me? I ain't filed one bankruptcy. I still kept pushing, I still kept going. Didn't do it. Credit right now, over 790. Add these people that are good credit score here. Look around, ask them. Ask them to raise their hand if that's a good credit score. Ask them that top tier credit score. Tell them to raise their hand if that's top tier. Look at these people's hands. I'm over 790. I'm 800. The rest of them red hand, they call it too stupid. They don't even know what a credit score is. They got 0.00000.000. Ain't even on the Richter scale because it shows your credibility. You know what they look at? They have no credibility. I'm trying to help y'all out. You're going to need credibility because you're going to run these people. You're going to need something. It's going to hurt you later. I ain't just tell you that. I'm going to help y'all out with something. This is what hurt our people. You know, I know. I always excuse. Listen here, man. I lost in the hardest market it was, and I kept moving. I went one time, lost that home. I was trying to buy a home, and I went out to see a white man way out in Fayetteville. I took my kid. It was Bryce, Austin, and then they were small. I took them out there to go see that man home, and we went in there. We went in the house, looked through the house and everything, and we went through it. I told the man what happened on my credit. We went through the house. We came outside. How we got through looking at that white man told me. He said, I watched you. He said, I watched your kids. He said, your kids didn't run through this house. They were right up. Listen, the man, I didn't even know he paid attention. The white man told me, he said, Your kid, see, y'all terrible kids. Your parents terrible. I'm gonna help y'all. I had 3 with me. I ain't had to tell them one time, come on, Bright, come on. Also, what y'all doing? Alah, what y'all doing? Wait there, let me come. Y'all, you know what your parents thinking? They had to do that to you now, and you older now. So anyway, I said here, white man told me, he said, listen, he said, I watched you. He said, your kids done run through this house, they weren't playing. He said, I pull your credit. He said, I'm gonna tell you something. He said, I'm also a loan officer. He said, I do this. He said, I do loan. He said, let me tell you something. He said, he was doing credit for something like 20-something, 30 years. He's an older white man. He said, this is the first time ever somebody has told me what was on their credit. It was exactly what they told me. He said, everything you told me on your credit was exactly what you told me. He said, I watch how you handle your kids. He said, let me show you something. He said, you see all the houses in the neighborhood? He said, I own every one of them. I built them. He said, if you want this house, he said, I'll do that for you. He said, I'll let you move in this house. When the market come back, he said, listen, I'll sell it to you at the price. Now, he said, when the market come back, I won't go up in it. He said, I'll make it work for you. He said, if it don't come back and drop, I'll sell it to you at that price. He said, I'll make it work for you. I looked at him. I said, I tell you what. I said, I'll let you know. I called my wife. We pulled out there and we left. I stopped to get my kids something to eat. I looked at them. I said, we ain't never going back. I went down there so long, when I stopped and I had to pull over and take a break to get something to get my head together. I said, we're not going back down there. That white man told me, he said, he's something to tell you what they look at your credit. He said, when your credit, when you lost that, he said, it show why the market crashed. He said, you never folded or did bankruptcy and you still paid everything you had and maintained. He said, that said a lot about your credibility. That's what the man told me. White man taught me that years ago. That was like 2007, 2008, like 2009, somewhere around there, 2010. You know what? I mean, that's when the market crashed. One of them years. Like I said, one of them. I'm talking about the other one. But I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, it's a situation where people have to do something. I'm trying to help y'all out with something else. It's about your credibility. And just like he tell you, when it come down to living right with people, as much as lie than you, live peaceful with all, as much as lie you supposed to hold you up again. The average, let me tell you something. These people don't keep their word. They're terrible. It's terrible. But that's why I'm telling y'all, because I want y'all to do better. And I'm trying to help them too. Terrible about keeping their word. Terrible. If you give them something to do, terrible. They're just not going to do it. They're just not. It's going to be some excuse. I can't do it though. I want to teach you how to be something. They can holler, oh, my daddy, my Dwayne have all this stuff. People use all kind of excuse. I saw better with my parents, but I made my own decision, okay? So when you got in life, you make your own decision. At some point, you start looking at how important it is for you to start fixing things. When I came out from being a drug dealer, I realized I got there, what hurt me ain't have no credit. I was like, well, I paid all my stuff. They said, yeah, that's your problem. You need to have credit. And I looked at how hard it was to get credit. Then my credit got 640, 660. 668 was terrible back then. Like these folks buy these houses. I had a 678 the first time I bought a house. I don't know, about 97. When were you born? So 1990, that was just bad. These folks don't buy houses with 618. They be so proud. They said, man, they wouldn't even look at you back then. That's how bad the standard's so bad now. They just give away houses because it don't matter no more. People just piss poor as far as credibility. People with high credibility, it don't even mean that no more because they give it to them people. It's more people with lower score because man integrity has dropped. I'm gonna tell you what hurts you. When you sitting here with what we're being taught, you have to have credibility because this is your salvation. Okay? Mm-hmm. These guys don't realize that. That's why I need the men on the front. I'm trying to teach them about being a man. What they're trying to do, I've been doing this a long time, okay? I've been making sure I stay on top of what I need to do because it shows a reflection of you. It's the women here too, people are terrible. They think when you get through making all them stupid decisions y'all doing, you're gonna find out you're gonna have to answer for them. You're gonna do a lot of backtracking. You're gonna be a lot of time trying to rebuild and put back. The day is your best day to start making sure you have credibility. Being somebody, sit up straight, son. So people can see you and you can't afford to lean forward. You screw up too much. So you got to start looking at how important it is for you to have credibility when you do something. So as you grow as a man, you need somebody to come and say, I've known that young man since he was such and such. Always been a good kid. Showed himself, always been mannerable, always been respectable, always been a kid that's easy to talk to. That starts out with your credit right there. And they can put you in the hands of somebody else who will get you and they can help you along. And before you know it, you'll have credibility with people everywhere. But you got to start somewhere. These people here, they don't care about immigrants. They don't care. It don't matter if they don't keep their word. It don't matter. And that's bad. As men, that's all we got. We were made in the image of Elohim. And he's been an Elohim that's been in his word. And these guys don't realize these are character flaws. It don't matter. I ain't worried about it. It don't bother me. I don't need that anyway. This is your foolishness talking. You need people to know you when they see you, they know you got credibility. People hate me know I got credibility. People know me, know I got credibility. That's why they hate me. You know, everybody you'll find that hate me, I guarantee you ain't none of them doing what I do. They do less than what I do. Ain't nobody do what I do can hate me because they know what I had to do to get him. Everybody, listen, mind it, go find anybody that hate me, go see if any of them doing more than I do.
That's right.
Every one of them do less than what I do. That's why they hate me.
That's right.
I got credibility. White, black, yellow, green, the Martian on the other planet, they hate me. They say, if I, they know they can't come here and do what I do.
That's right.
It'll choke them, it'll kill them. It'll hurt them to do what I do. And I tell you that because we have to do better as men. And to my men, we should be better than where we are and be further along.
That's right. That's right.
Piss poor communicator, can't work together, can't get nothing done. Cry babies. Terrible, terrible people. But I'm here to help them. Yes, that's the truth. Let's finish this up right quick. Listen. Oh, we still, how many of y'all forgot why we was on here? Good, that's why you pay me. Come on. We was on here because I was trying to teach you about it. We were talking about because you wasn't under the law, should you still be charged for it? That's why we were here. That's why you need to pay attention. See, I do a lot of talking, but I still know what I'm doing. See, if you know what you were doing, I'll let you talk in my class too. Come on.
Remember the Shabbat Yom to keep it Kodash.
That don't matter no more. Remember, we're not under the law. Come on. Don't see some of the stuff people say don't make sense. How that make sense? That's what Christians been trying to tell you. That you ain't got to keep this because that's their understanding. We're not under the law. Come on.
6 Yamim you shall labor and do all your work.
What happened?
But the 7th Yom is a Shabbat of Yahuwah your all.
That's what he said.
You shall not do any work, you or your ben or your banuth, your male abad or your female abad, or your cattle or your sojourner who is within your gates.
So that put us tight. See, there's a lot of stuff we have to start looking at. A lot of stuff you got on, you have to look at. I can't let you use it. But come on, he said, your cattle, that car, I run that just like the same thing. I think your cattle gonna fall under Bakar, B-A-K-A-R. When they're gonna deal with your cattle, B-A-K-A-R. Write that down. You'll find it twice. You'll find it tell you it's the first fruit. It'll come the firstborn, and it also tell you it'll come up the Bakar. It refers to the cattle. Come on.
4 and 6 Yamim, Yahuwah made the Shamaim and the Arats.
So nobody act like they don't know. Then you know these stupid folk talking. What day is the Shabbat? Trying to be stupid, man. Just told you 6 days. So how many other days you count? You count from the first day. I don't know how these folks come on these revolving going on. You can't keep up knowing all this revolving. The man I told how you know what day you talking, when you gonna start counting. The man already gave them a count. Now he never told these folks he gonna keep swapping up no every other yard. Just stop it. Everybody trying to get out of something. Man told you 6 days a man supposed to work. In the 7th, now he just came and told you when he did it. Now when he started counting on the 3rd day, he just told you now in 6 days, he told you what he did. And what happened?
The Yom and all that is in them and rested on the 7th Yom.
That's what the man said he did. Man said, I did all that in 6 days. He said, the 7th day I stopped. He said, cause we're finished. Y'all got it? He said, we're finished. Come on.
Therefore, Yahuwah barak the Shabbat Yom and made it Kodash.
That's what he said. That's why he barak and he made it Kodash. Y'all said that he separated it. And he made it a benefit. So let me ask you a question. When you gonna get your benefit? Your benefit come in you keeping it because he set it aside. So everybody who's gonna get the benefit is gonna come to it. I got people saying, why? I mean, they keep it when they can, when they ain't gotta work. That's why they don't get the benefit. Because he just told you what he did. He said 6 days he did all his work. He said on the 7th, see, he said he made man his image, his likeness. He said let him have. I can't give you because you don't do. I got him here to do the same thing. This is the problem. You can't follow. You don't know order. Let me tell you what you got your own way hurts you. This is how I tell people, when you do your own thing, how well you doing? How well you doing? You're not doing, I know you can't be doing well. Let me tell you something what's bad. It's bad when you go contrary to it and you still think it's a benefit. I wouldn't do it. I don't get how that makes sense. The man sitting here clearly telling you what he did. He said, I did 6 and then I set aside. He said, I put this aside, which means if you're going to be saved, what you going to do? You're going to set aside. You're going to come to it. That's it. The Shabbat there, but you got to come to it in order to keep it. Y'all got it. You're going to guard it. You're going to make sure you're going to keep the restriction. I can't do it. It's going to be some fun. Man, let me use your common go somewhere. Not mine. It's just like my cattle. You can't use it. I got to set it aside. He done told me one time, my kids under my rule, and they get there and say, my kid gonna stay in my house. They be like, well, I mean, I'm grown now. That's why you need your own place. You can't stay here, because I'm gonna keep Shabbat.
That's right.
He told me and my kids to do it. That's what he just told them. Yeah, listen, he put it there. Is that me made that?
The book.
I know. They said, well, I let folk go. He said no. He said, yo, I can't let them work on Shabbat.
That's right.
Can I use your ox on something? You can't use mine. That's just, listen, this is what we got to look at. As this thing's starting to get closer toward the end, we've compromised too long, all of us, including we compromised too. We try to rationalize, we try to reason. Well, let's just stay away from it.
Right.
It's just best I just don't have no part. It's just the answer is no. and be like the Godfather, my answer is final. Now we read, we come down here saying what they said. Let's read it again. Let's see, maybe it's just my interpretation. Let's see what it said.
4 and 6 Yamim, Yahuwah made the Shamayim and the Arats, the Yam and all that is in them.
He made the sea and all that's in it.
And rested on the 7th Yom.
That's what he said.
Therefore Yahuwah barak the Shabbat Yom and made it Kodash.
That's what he said. You go up above that a little bit. Let's see what he told him. What part of the word? What he said.
But the 7th Yom is a Shabbat of Yahuwah your all. You shall not do any work, you or your being or your banuth.
You, your kid, your son or your daughter. What happened?
Your male abad or your female
male servant.
abad.
Who else? Or your female abad.
Or your cattle or your sojourner who is within your gates.
Listen, that's tight. Think about that. If somebody was a stranger, they came and stayed inside the gate and they said, well, I'm not one of y'all. I'm gonna just, I'm gonna go ahead and do their work. That's in your gates. That ain't in your house.
That's right.
We'll let folks stay in our house and do stuff.
Yeah.
That man said he can't be in my gate.
That's right.
I get that my interpretation.
Nope.
Because the new Lord is doing something. That's the problem now. Right. He said, no. He said, ain't nobody supposed to do it. Now if you're going to stay here. Right. Well, so I'm finna get ready and go to work, and you stay there. Don't come back here. They put it tight on it.
That's right.
But let me tell you what we're trying to get to. This, again, he's putting us back to look at what we're saying, why we don't violate. You know, we say, well, that's them. I can't control nobody else. He said, you can't, what? I can't control. He said, they're in your gates. He didn't even think about it. You think somebody gonna be in somebody's hard work and they can't be in your gates? He said a sojourner, that's somebody who just traveling through. He said, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing on Shabbat. I gotta go to work. And you're gonna get out the gate then. You gotta stay outside the gate. You can't come back in the gate. See, that's how he kept it restricted, because listen, this was gonna be a benefit to everybody. See, this is the problem. You got these other religions. It don't benefit nobody. So if he done think about that. He made the Shabbat what? Kodash. And he made it a benefit. So you keeping it. So if I just came through, ain't one of y'all, and I stayed and I keep it, what you think they're going to be to me? Wow. It got to benefit you too, because you keeping it. See, we keep worried about, well, I can't make nobody do it. You right. You need to stay somewhere else. Don't even come in my gate. Don't even come in my yard. That's what he told me. He said, nobody do it. I know that put you, because everybody say, well, we keep it different. You keep it the way you see it. That's your intelligence. He done told you the way you keep it, that's your wisdom. Just like the way y'all follow him, y'all obey. That's your wisdom. That's your karma. Your skill is not to follow, to obey. He done told, my sheep hear my voice. I know them. You ain't gonna believe it. They follow me. They follow in my footsteps. This is what he's trying to get us to realize. What you think he's looking at? His sheep follow his footsteps. Okay. Help y'all out now. I'm just being, it's tight for us now. That's what he told. He said, you in the gate, you can't do it. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen.
4 and 6 Yamim, Yahuwah made the Shamayim and the Arats.
You know why he told you that? So the thing established. He done told you twice. He said, I told you why. He said, I did all mine. Why I'm going to tell you you can work on Shabbat when he tell you what I did? He said, I did all this in 6 days. These folk believe he went and made man on the 8th day. These folks don't have no idea. He did all that in 6. See, they mess up because they read the 2nd chapter. The 2nd chapter is a recap. So when they read the 2nd chapter, they think he made that starting the 1st of the next week. He just told you, I did everything in 6. I did everything in 6. When you read 2, you just reading a recap. But in their mind, they think he done started back over the 1st that made man. No, I made everything in 6. Listen.
The Yam and all that is in them, and rested on the 7th Yom.
That's what he told you did. What else?
Therefore Yahuwah barak the Shabbat Yom and made it Kodash.
That's what he said. He said, that's why I did it. He said, I made it Kodash. Because it was symbolism. He said, I did this and I rested in it. And he said, and I was refreshed. So what you think I'm going to do to you? I'm a refresher. This is the refresher. The Shabbat. He said, this is a refresher. Why y'all, listen, a lot of stuff hadn't worked for us. Let me tell you what we do. We have too many of our own ideas, our own workings, and it's hurt us. We got too many of our own things, our inner liking, we keep fighting within ourselves, and we don't realize your fight ain't with who you think yourself. Your fight actually against Elohim. Because fight with self is making self just come under subjection. Like you said, you should be able to bring every thought in obedience. You should bring when I say you can't control behaviors in every thought, I already know where you at. Because you don't know what you're doing. You ain't got the right weapons. Because you carnal. If you were ruach, then you'd be able to do it. That's what he said. He said, I bring every thought.
That's right.
I can take it into captivity.
That's right.
Because it's my salvation. You can't do it because you ain't trying to be saved.
That's right.
Y'all want the truth?
The truth.
No, you ain't trying to be saved. They ain't hard to tell that. You can tell yourself you're not trying to be saved. You can do what he told you to do. And listen, it's choice.
That's right.
I got thoughts that go in my mind work. He said, bring in subjection.
That's right.
I'm still wrestling with it because I ain't got it. I ain't trying to get it. In myself. Let me tell you what I do. Now I try to find my own way. I try to find some in the book that look like I justify myself. But anytime you find yourself trying to fight against the word to justify something, you already know that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem in yourself. I guarantee they ain't trying to find a word to try to justify nothing. The book done already justified itself. I ain't nothing to try to go get, well, I got something here that say that, because I got my own thing working. When you got your own thing working, ain't nothing gonna make sense. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what it said. Listen.
Kabod, your Abba and your aim, that your Yamin may be prolonged in the Arats, which Yahuwah, your all, gives you.
See that? So it be long. A lot of y'all kids here, you don't realize your day gonna get short. See, this is the part we make. Y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all ain't gotta raise your hand. I know your parents tell you to do something, you don't do it. And that's fine, because that's what you're a kid. But he just told you to do something. See, you're gonna have to obey them and you have to do this thing. He said your day gonna be long. Your day gonna be short. Every time you're doing it, you're cutting your days. People need to tell you the truth. Your day, he gonna cut your days short. The man done told you that. I gave you a Shabat. What I do, I make your day longer, but your day getting shorter. And your day shorter because you don't realize how important you need to obey your parent. What y'all don't realize, you're a child, you ain't gonna believe it. Your parent done already did that. They only telling you because what you think you know, you don't know. You ain't seen the end of being a child yet. You don't know it's gonna be repercussions and you're gonna see consequences for your decisions you make. Your parents are there because they've gone through it and they just trying to help you out and trying to save you a whole lot of time because you're gonna pay for it. You'd be surprised at what's gonna happen to you in life because of the decisions you done made when your parents tell you to do something, trying to be smart. A lot of stuff I suffer for it. I suffer for a lot of stuff because I thought I was smart. I was clever, I was slick. But I paid for it. You're gonna pay for it now. Fortunately, I didn't pay for it with my life. Fortunately, he gave me a chance to make it back. But you pay for it and you suffer for it too. You're gonna suffer, make no mistake. Now it might cost you your life. How many of y'all kids ready to die? How many of y'all kids can hear me? How many of y'all kids ready to die? Raise your hand up so I can see it. How many of y'all kids ready to die? You need to make sure you're obeying your parent. The man done told you this. Listen what's gonna happen.
Kabod, your Abba and your aim, that your Yamin
Told
may
you to
be
honor them. You're supposed to give an honor to them. Y'all get that? It's an honor to go to your parents. They ain't got to be there talking back and forth with you. They tell you something, they got that.
That's right.
That's dishonor. They'll do it to him with me. They don't realize he done cut their days off. Oh, you ain't the only one. They do it to him. They don't even believe. He done told them what to do with a Zakanim. I'm a Zakanim. That's an elder. They supposed to treat me as a father.
Yes,
and he
sir.
told them they supposed to do. They supposed to give me that honor.
That's right.
And you don't even realize you would have cut their days short. He cut your days short. Y'all didn't realize y'all be fooling around. That's on you. You cut your days short.
Yep.
Listen.
That your Yamin may be prolonged in the Arats.
See that? So I'm gonna kill you early. I'm gonna kill you. He let you know I'm gonna kill you, but I prolong it if you want to get him that honor. And I know y'all don't do it, cause you know my parents, they make me mad. My parents, Yahuwah said, that's amazing, cause you make me mad too. I plan on cutting you off. How you wish your parent were dead? He said, only difference between you wishing and my wishing, Yahuwah, he said, mine's will come true. Mm-hmm. When I wish you dead, you gonna die. Go figure, listen.
In the Arats, which Yahuwah, your all, gives you.
See that? He said, I gave you this a right. Listen.
You shall not murder.
You should not murder.
You should not commit adultery.
You should not commit adultery. So I get that still work. That still in the fourth. Because these are laws. We're not under the law. We're not under the law. I'm just curious about these things. So what are we trying to look at when you look at Khan, when you go back to look at these things? Let's try to examine something right quick. Sit at the 12th chapter of the book of Byth Sham'AL, 2 Samuel, 12 and 1 right quick. Listen.
Then Yahuwah sent Nathan to Daud, and he came to him and said to him, there were 2 anashim in one city,
What it said, but 2 men in one city.
the one rich and the other poor. The rich Ish had a great many flocks and herds, but the poor Ish had nothing except one little ewe lamb, which he bought and nourished, and it grew up together with him and his banim. It did eat of his lakam and drink of his cup, and lie in his bosom, and was like a bath to him. Now a traveler came to the rich Ish, and he spared to take from his own flock or from his own herd,
That's
to
what he
prepare
did.
for the wayfarer who had come to him.
Wayfarer is a traveling man.
But he took the poor Ish ewe lamb and prepared it for the Ish who had come to him.
That's what he did.
Then Daud's anger burned greatly against the Ish, and he said to Nathan,
What did it say?
as Yahuwah Kai, surely the Ish who has done this is a ben of Moot.
Y'all see that? He said, surely man that done this, this is a man, this is a son of death. You'll call him a son of a bee. He said, no, I call him a son of death. He gonna die. The man that did this is going to die. Listen.
He shall repay fourfold for the lamb,
That's what he said. He gonna repay fourfold for the lamb.
because he did this thing, and for that he had no
You
compassion.
see that? Because he did this thing, and for that thing, he had no compassion. Listen.
Nathan then said to Daud,
What he say?
you are the Ish.
That's what he told him. So you got 2 violations right here. You got the violation for the fact that the Torah told you about I commit adultery. And you got the same one because you're supposed to harbor your rayah just like you do yourself. See, a lot of y'all come up short right there. You might not commit the adultery, but you don't harbor your rayah, your companion, just like you do yourself. See, that's how you keep down violation. When you're a harbor Yahuwah with all this law, see, you won't do this. Then when you're a harbor your rayah, your companion, there's no way you'd have done it in the first place.
That's right.
See, these are 2 steps he put into play that it shouldn't happen. Now, I'm trying to tell you, a lot of stuff that y'all do should happen. A lot of stuff y'all did, it shouldn't happen.
That's right.
A lot of stuff y'all do, it shouldn't happen, but you do it because that's where you at, and it's dangerous. Y'all do it. Let me tell you, a lot of stuff I had to put up with y'all with. It like kids sitting in the marketplace. It's stuff y'all do. I watch y'all. Y'all do stuff. Ain't no way I'd have done it. And it's gonna cost you your life. But I be trying to stand instead, trying to get you to see it's not profitable, but that's the road you chose to take. See, it's stuff you shouldn't do it. And you banking on something, it ain't gonna work the way you're thinking. It's tight, because once you get the word, you need to try to examine, why is he giving you the word? Why is the word coming to you? Okay, trying to get you right. But he told you, there's a way that seems right to an East. Your way gonna cost you your life though. Why he told you there's a way that seems right to him? Because a man is gonna try to find his own way when he convicted. Oh yeah, they do it all the time. People listen. Y'all know how many folks try to scrutinize what I'm teaching? In here and on there. They're trying to scrutinize. Why? I don't think he ought to time. Because you think. That's why he that's why he got you up and doing it. Because he said your thinking is what's gonna save people. So all I tell people what the truth, people don't like it. I'm looking at the people that victimized. I'm looking at the people that stricken. You not. Because it don't affect you. It's fine. Listen, poor white people don't have a problem with poor black people because they feel like the same boat. Rich white people don't have a problem with poor black people because it ain't their problem. Okay, I'll just help y'all out. Nobody has real empathy for you or sympathy for you people. Yahuwah is trying to get everybody to come back into the knowledge of. See, I had to approach your people because I'm one of you and I know how you think. Okay, you think your color gonna get you in. I've never told that. And if that's what you heard, that's where you at. Of course I taught that. I taught that all black people gonna be, see, y'all remember, pull the tape. They never heard that. You hear what you want to hear. But I'm trying to tell you, look at your condition. Everything you depended on, you leaned and trusted on, hadn't helped you. All your lovers have forgotten you. All your lovers done forgotten. All these rappers, look, none of them do nothing for you. All I want you to come out and help them when they finna go to jail. The politicians, when they come get you, when they finna vote. So when they got in office, what were they doing for you then? How they gonna come back and rattle and organize you then? Everybody organized you in their time to vote. Who cares something about you when they was in office, when they had the power to do? Nobody do nothing when they got the power to do. They leave you out there. So now we left and look the only to Yahuwah. But I'm trying to tell you where our problem is and what we got to fix. We got to fix ourselves. We need to fix our relationship with this man. We need to stop lying to ourselves and stop hypocriting and do this way the man told us to do it. All right, listen.
Nathan then said to Daud, you are the Ish.
You are the man. You are the son of Moot. Listen, the son of death. Go ahead.
Thus says Yahuwah, the all of Yasharal.
What did he tell him?
It is I who Mashiach you Malak over Yasharal.
I'm the one that anointed you over Yasharal.
and it is I who delivered you from the hand of Shaul.
And I'm the one that delivered you from your enemy.
I gave you your Adon's Beth and your Adon's Ashah into your bosom.
The man that was over you, I gave you his house, and I gave you his wife. Listen.
And I gave you the Beth of Yasharal and Yehuda.
And I gave you the house of Yasharal and Yehuda.
And if that had been too little,
if that wasn't enough,
I would have added to you more of such and such things.
He said, man, I'd have gave you more than that. It had been a small thing. I'd have gave you more than that. Had you said this ain't enough, I'd have gave you more than that, and then I gave you more. What happened?
Why have you despised the debar of Yahuwah by doing Rosha in his
See that? He said, no, why you had to despise? See, when y'all do stuff like in him, y'all be transgressing. I tell you to do something, you don't pay attention, you don't follow. A lot of stuff y'all don't do, y'all don't obey. You do Rosha in the sight of Yahuwah. You just don't pay attention. In your mind, you thinking it's not, but it's very Rosha. Why have you despised? Yahuwah done gave us a lot of stuff, and you don't realize you do stuff that be totally against it because you don't realize he's trying to check you on some things you're doing. All of us in here, y'all, if people in here, they hate me, and you don't realize you're in a dangerous place. I never forget about preacher, I hate you, preacher. I just said that was such tight. Preacher, I didn't like preacher, I hate you. I said, that's scary. It's scary. I mean, you eating from somebody you hate. What you think the man gonna do? What you think the man told you hated him without a call, and you got to come back and you're gonna be subjected to him. The man gonna punish you when he come back. I don't go. It's not you're ignorant. It's because you don't want to be corrected. Nobody has hated me been doing right. I guarantee you that.
Right.
And that's the problem y'all don't realize. What's dangerous about you, you hate me because you ain't doing right. Ain't no reason to hate me if you're doing right.
That's right.
Because I ain't saying nothing wrong.
That's right. That's right.
All I'm doing is trying to get everybody to be better men and better women. I'm trying to get you to get to the truth. Your kids are dying at the hand of a sister don't care nothing about them. That's why I tell y'all to go out here and kill white people first chance you get. I don't know why white people think. I don't hate white people. I hate wrong.
That's right.
I look at a people that's oppressed. Why wouldn't you tell the people how to get themselves out? That's the purpose of why he came. He came to heal the brokenhearted, to set that captive and set the captive free.
That's
What
right.
am I doing wrong when I tell people of color when they captive, I'm trying to set you free?
Nothing.
But there's a plan. It is a problem. White people don't like it because you don't want to see people on an equal playing field.
Right.
See, the reason why they can see you the way you are because you ain't got more than them. Let me tell you something. White people learn to tolerate you guys. They tolerate you. It ain't they like it. They tolerate you. It ain't every one of them. The system learn to tolerate because as long as your schools are less than my school, as long as your kids are dumber than my kid, as long as your kids sick than my kid, I mean, we all Americans. Okay. Ask these soldiers how much they care about them. Soon them bullets start flying, they get them white boy get scared. They'll tell you, look at him. If I cut me and you, that's when they got that plan to get back here. How many of them they still talk to him? I ain't even had that conversation. How many of y'all was over there in Iraq or Afghanistan? One. Who else over there? Okay. How many of y'all had white friends over there? One. You had white friends? You had white friends? Where hey, was that? He out there? Dexter? You had white friends? How many of y'all talk to him now? We had that conversation. You convenient. I can help. I ain't no fool. You said it my first time.
That's right.
Listen, man, I say this ain't my first time. I ain't saying that every one of them. Just understand the system.
That's right.
You were convenient. Yeah. They told you I got to sleep in the bunk with you. I got to deal with you anyway, so I might you kick it, but we get back here, you'll see where we go. The relationship be temporary. Listen, man, people don't deal with y'all the way you thinking. It's just people they don't actually view you. People don't even feel like you got a real problem. Really, all y'all do is whine. I like to see, I mean, I wouldn't do it to you, but it would be nice to see a bunch of y'all white folk get whipped up a couple times, see you in that shanty. I like to see if you whine. Let them cut a couple of your feet out. I like to see if you hop. Let me see if you can still dance and play a fiddler. And see if you can still look at me in my eye and tell me you love me. No, gun well, just be honest with yourself. You know you're not where we at. You ain't nobody treat you the way we treat you. Ain't nobody gonna take care of that baby the way we take care. We're gonna take care of that baby and love that baby.
That's right.
We're not gonna take that white baby and kill that baby. We ain't gonna go make no video just like these nasty crackers did up there in the hospital with a little baby to do a little rap. You don't get shot, killed in the video. I never do no foolishness like that. If I seen some black person, I'll slap you in your face. What kind of stupid stuff is that? That's right. And all the white ones that sat there with her just to work, I blame them more than I blame her. And guess what? White America ain't got a problem with it. What does you think they do with that baby? That's on tape. What you think she do with that baby when the tape ain't on? Oh, I make sure that baby properly fed. I make sure that baby get all that shot. I make sure that baby ain't hurt, that little sweet little baby. That's it. The white man, you think where white America outraged at? That woman working somewhere else. This is your baby. Your baby sitting in their hand. We raised their baby. Our black women titty fed their baby.
That's right.
They ain't get them no rat piss. They gave them that same titty they gave their kid. Their kid got precedent over their own black kid.
That's right.
Ain't nobody did more for America than the so-called Negro. Ain't nobody love this country more than us.
That's right.
Ain't nobody wasting more blood and they play more than them. They raised them, they were drunk.
That's right.
Joking on slippery shoes on that pine straw. Nigga ain't got shot him, busted head on one of them stumps out there. I mean, got shot telling them lies.
That's right.
No gun well, Revolutionary War. Every war they got, we done fought. He ain't had one we ain't fought in. He won and won it.
That's right.
He ain't beat no Indians, we beat the Indians. That's why
right.
they hate you. They ain't gonna never tell you the truth.
Yep.
Every time you see a cowboy Indian pit, they don't show you, they show a white man.
Yep.
John Wayne with a 6-shooter done killed 900,000 Indians. He get to the last 2 Indians and run out of bullets. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stupid. They make you just a dumb fool. Yeah. All the hero criminal, Billy the Kid, what he famous for? Helping who? Who did he help? Who he built up? And they love him. He's a hero, American hero. Jesse James.
Yep.
Bush Cassidy, the Sunday Kid. Everybody got robbed. Doc Holliday, robbers, criminals. They heroes. They gonna talk about you and your rapper. You ain't no better. Your rapper, all yours the same one. Like Candace, all your favorite and your worst rapper gay. Candace said your favorite rapper, all your rappers gay. Mm-hmm. You ain't got about maybe 2, 3 of them ain't gay. Mm-hmm. Disco, and they ain't even got no name.
Yep.
They got a name, they gay.
Yep.
Dave Chappelle did all that was talking. He done pull his video of him with those little woman, little clothes on at Howard Stern. Everybody, you got studied laughing for these niggas. Quit laughing at them.
That's right.
They're a joke. Everybody done embarrassed. Anytime you see a man with a pocketbook and a wig and all that, he'll a joke to you. Wake up, boy, them ears you got, you need to hear everything. Man, ear so big he can read mine. That's all right, though. We're going to help him out. Get some intelligence in now. That's it. And I want to help them out, especially these young folks. Y'all got to start making better decisions. I'm going to be checking y'all. If it's up to me, they cut the food, I'll give you bread and water. I wouldn't give you nothing. I wouldn't give you nothing but bread. I wouldn't give you nothing to play. I win. Because you playing with your future. That's right. You playing with people, man, they're going to wreck your future. These people can make one pen move, your behind go out of that school, your behind going to juvenile. You playing with a system, you don't know what you playing with. These folks will wreck your life in here. It's gonna be hard enough when you hit the street. You wrecking your life in elementary, middle school.
Yeah.
Use your heads.
Yeah.
I know, you ain't gonna listen. You're gonna have to go behind them bars. And I'm gonna run down there for you too. You can't be that stupid. You can't be that stupid. I can't come down there and risk my time with you. You done screwed up with them people. You're gonna find that you don't follow them people's hands. Do like Daoud did, man. Fall in the hands of Yahuwah while you're young. Remember your creator day. Same thing my young daughter. Y'all ain't exempt either. Got them folk gonna be using like a piece of tissue.
Yep.
I'm gonna be doing a wiping behind. Y'all use your heads. Don't be trying to fit in with them girls. I'll give them a little time. You'll see out there pregnant early.
Yep.
You'll see her knocked up early and making a mess out of herself on crack. Use your head. Jeff, oh yeah, they start out. I know about it. Listen, it's a lot of them doing better than you. Oh, they do. When people got to school, everything time changed.
Yep. That's right.
They'll tell you, you'll see they be the same person. That's their mama and them stuff.
That's right.
Don't get in prayer with that. That they mama. How many of y'all done seen that stuff? I seen all them kids that stuff. Man, they got everything. They got school. You ain't got because that they mama and them stuff.
Yep.
That their parents stuff. Don't get all excited about it. That's not theirs. They're not there. Where they get out here and see, can they get it for themselves? They had you sit here and run like a fool trying to run behind them people. You don't get here in real life. See, man, them folks ain't had nothing.
That's right.
Made a fool out of you telling lies. I remember Bright had a friend. He was in high school. Look at his smile. I told he had convinced Bright. He said, he was quarterback. He said, yeah, I got an Adidas contract. High school. I said, what? No, middle school. An Adidas contract. I said, boy, them kids tell more lies. Like, Adidas contract in middle school. I don't even know where. I'm sure he's a bum. Hey, do you know where these days? Do you know if he's doing anything? I told you, I ain't never, you start that line there, keep going, you ain't gonna do no good with it. I already know gonna try to be a bum. But back then he looked like somebody I look up to. I used to tell my kid, what I'm telling y'all the same thing, this is everybody, white or black, let me tell you something. A lot of these kids will have you looking up to them. Give that time stuff work itself. A lot of kids had more than I had. They don't have it now. And all right, they ain't got it now. But that be school stuff. You'll be going right behind that stuff. Let time, let everything work it out. Y'all get y'all mindset and live right. Especially, Joe, you a smart one too, ain't you? You know you smart, don't you, son? All y'all, don't y'all know y'all smart? Well, look at Asa, don't you know you smart? What you know? See, that I just asked you a question, you're messed up. You don't know it, did you? Asa supposed to be advanced, ain't he? Yeah, I'm probably, come on, Asa, give me a question. Come on. I'm gonna ask Asa a question. Well, come on, Asa. I'm down. Asa, I'm proud of you. And then I know you going places. You know how I knew you were going places? That time you came up missing, we was at Murder Beat. I know, you know what I said, that boy that was going places, you know that? But no, I'm proud of him though. Asa, what grade you in? You look 30. That's your third grade. And he doing what, 5th grade work? Give him a hand clap, that's beautiful. That is, any kid doing, that's good. That's good, yeah. I ain't got no money. I know you're looking for no money. I'll be trying to give me something. That's beautiful though. He ain't the only one. We got a lot of kids in here. A lot of these kids ain't, no. There's a lot of y'all kids. You ain't got to be doing work over above your grade, but you need to just make sure you're doing. Make sure you're maintaining. Let me say this. It's great when kids are doing superior. A lot of times kids will feel like they're not doing that. If you're making it and you're keeping up and you're passing, you're doing a good job. Let me tell you what, there's a lot of things out here to be distraction when you're a kid. We can go here, these little hot little girls, then you got the gay agenda, then you got toys you're trying to fit. It's a lot of things attacking these kids. William, come on, let me see you take your shoe. Come on, Wyman, come on up here, Wyman. Come on. So now you got all this going on, and these kids need to learn, and we need to learn how to get them. Boy, pick your feet up. Come on, son, pick your feet up. Come on, let me see you tie your shoe. Sit on here, buddy. Come on, untie your shoe and tie your shoe back. Let me see. Come on, turn around. Come on, sit down. Come on, tie your shoe. Tie your shoe, untie your shoe and tie it back. So it's a lot it's gonna take him a while. What I'm gonna do to try to get him on point. He gonna do it. Ain't that right? I know he's gonna tie that back. Look at that boy got 15 knots in his shoe. Didn't mean you just go that weekend. Come on, son, just keep going. So I wanna try to help him. See let me tell you what happened while you do it. This is what you do with them. When they don't know, you teach them. Make them go back and keep doing until you get it right.
That's right.
That's how I'm helping him out. That is, I'm gonna help him out. That's my job, to help him out.
That's right.
See, what we do a lot of time, what done hurt us as men and what hurt us as kids, you just leave them alone, don't worry about it. No, you handicap them.
That's right.
That's how they gonna learn. They be like, well, they get frustrated. As you get frustrated, you can't do nothing. You gotta learn how to keep at it. This is life. Right. You gonna get frustrated every time something you gonna quit.
Yep.
You know, or people cut y'all. I'm gonna help y'all out. A lot of y'all, let me tell you something. I got those do that. That pound stuff, after a while, y'all get a certain, people don't fool with you. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. Listen, I keep that. I keep moving. I don't have time. I look at, man, I'm a man. I ain't finna babysit no man. You listen, you'll realize like people cut you out, they'll write you off. I don't want people to write you off. Carry yourself where people listen. Well, if I don't know, look like you want to learn. Mm-hmm. Be eager to learn, to try to. If you don't know, don't let. I look at quitting stuff, getting out of stuff. When you're a kid, learn to take the objective. If I don't know, it would have been good if I had the intelligence then, but it wasn't for me at the time. It's for me now. Learn how to sit down and learn how. Explain it to me where it makes sense. Get them to explain it to you where it makes sense to you, okay? There's more than one way to you to say to skin a cat. I ain't never tried, okay? And I ain't gonna try to find out because you might start at the wrong end, okay? The butthole already open. You start there, it's gonna be a lot of questions, okay? First thing you go to butthole time, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of questions. You shouldn't have started there. So this is why you wanna look at learn how to take your time. Learn how to ask if you don't know. Don't be afraid to ask. Get out that stupid stuff just looking stupid and you don't know. That's not gonna help you. It'll hurt you in life. Have we got the knots out yet? Take it off and hand it to him so I can get the knot out. Come on, take it off for me. I'm gonna get the knot out. Take the shoe off so I can get the knot out. Try to help him out here. See this stuff right here, see what you have to do? You have to learn how to get it and set down here. But see, this is his way. Let me tell you what they do. You know what he looked at in life, that's what he'll do. He'd rather just tie a bunch. This is a lot of y'all life right here. See, I don't work with him as a child. This is his way to end in life. This is the easiest way to do it. Tie a knot. And this is the problem. This is what he show you. This is not to embarrass you, to help you, okay? Look at him. Come on, give me a hug. Come on, give me a hug. Come here. I'll hug you. I mean that, him. You hear me? I'm gonna help you out. You wait right now. So this what he did right here. Y'all don't. This is what I look at. This is a character flaw, okay? This character flaw show you what he does. He puts himself in situations he can't get out of. Mm-hmm. You'll never caught that. I did, because he made it. This was the easiest way. The easiest thing for him to do is to make a mess. he can't figure out how to get out of it, okay? This is my job. That's what I do with y'all. Not a problem. I specialize in stuff like this, okay? Because I hobby. You know what a hobby is? What is it? Put a check on that boy, stop it. So look on your face you had. But at the end of the day, this is my job. Figure out where people falling short at, what's your problem, your situation, and I come along and I teach you how to fix it, okay? See, it don't take that long. It just gotta be skilled at what you do. This is why you pay me, okay? I don't pay you. My job is to figure out what's your problem and how you got to where you at. You just ran and got yourself into it. Now you sit out, you put that back on your foot, and then I want you to take your time. And we're gonna try, you remember what I showed you last time? Don't worry about it. And I know you don't, because now I asked you, do you remember what I showed you last time? Look at him, tell him, shake your head. You remember what I showed you last time? Put a check on that boy. Ain't no way he can remember what I showed. That means he willingly did it, which he didn't know it, but he's been taught to be respectful, just go ahead and agree to something. This is what you gotta do. Don't agree to something you don't know. Right. It's better to get the help than to just keep pushing through life. He didn't do nothing wrong, he a kid. This ain't no way to embarrass him, put him down. This is the average of you guys. You do what's easy for you and you don't realize later on it's gonna hurt you. Just like your relationship with Yahuwah. That's why you gotta be cognizant about your relationship. You gotta be cognizant about things. Everything he has coming at you is for a reason. It show you character flaws about yourself. Your way of doing it, do my own thing, go, all these character flaws. Because it's something that you got going on. Y'all got it. I had to examine myself. Let me tell you something. Part of us growing and getting the understanding is being able to really see ourselves. Who's gonna say they're in a bad position until something really just gets you? Typically, we keep saying we're okay, but we're not okay. We don't know how to say when we need help. We wait till things get so bad that, well, they ain't got no choice but to ask for help. And you thinking now, well, you know what, I just gotta break down and get help. This really not good. It's just you have stuck yourself in a situation you don't have a choice. Versus you could have done it before, but you had to fight your own pride, your own stupidity that really hurt you now. And where you think it look like I'm changing, you're not changing, it just show you're not changing. You had to get stuck in a situation before you finally start looking at what he's availed to you to help you to do better, okay? A lot of us in here got character flaws, but you gotta be able to recognize them so we can fix them. Listen, everybody in here sick. Y'all heard me? Who heard what I said? Except for who? Who said except for who? That's why I'm here too. I'd be a fool to tell you that I ain't sick and I'm here. So we all learn and we grow together. We try to learn how to fix things we find out that's wrong. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff we still struggle with from when we was a child, just like he's struggling with that. I ain't forgot about it, you forgot about it. I got in there for a reason because he said he remembered what I showed him. But there's no way he could remember what I showed him. He deliberately went back and tied knots, and I explained to him the first time when he did it, not to do it. But this is what you do. You got it? Because we look. And you know what else he can do? He could ask for help. And guess what? This is another symbolism of you. Now I know he's gonna look at his heart in front of them and like, it's not embarrassed. Look at me. I'm not embarrassed for you. I'll hug you. You just let me know when you need help. You need help. All right, keep going. So how many of y'all see yourself? Did y'all see what he just said? Yes, he said, no, we don't need no help. And this is you. And how long we gonna do that? So you see what you do? And when you saying that, how long it leaves you out? How long it keep you behind? See, this is what we look at because it's everybody. We got this inner side of ourselves we want to look at. It's good to have pride when the pride reflects what he's established. Like, this is the character qualities of a man. Good to have pride for it. It's bad to have pride when it hurts you and you're not performing and you're not doing what you need to do. That's called stupidity. Okay? Some have our way of doing the same thing. We keep going and we say we got it. But of course, I didn't do this because I thought he had it. I did it because I know it did. And I did this so you could see this is really you. This is us in a lot of ways. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I've said it before. You know why I insult y'all guys not get on y'all, tell y'all do the dumb, stupid stuff? You know why? Because I know you got the ability to do better. I know y'all guys smarter than what y'all do. I know y'all do. I got some of the smartest people in the world. But y'all irritate me so bad when y'all do some of the dumbest stuff I ever seen. Some of the dumbest stuff I ever seen in my life. If you didn't have the ability to do it, I wouldn't even fuss at you. I wouldn't even talk to you, but I leave it alone. I say you don't have the capability. It make it must send me hollering at a man, tell him to get up and walk, and the man is cut off at the hip. What you say you want to hear me holler? Get your stupid self up and walk. You sit here, you say, come on, man, Smith, something wrong with you. I get on you guys because I know what y'all have the ability to do. but you don't want to look at it. Who will see better than all of us? That's why he brings us to the point of we need this correction so we can do better. You need to stop downplaying the effect that you actually play on society. There's two parts that play you. There's a ruach part of you that he's definitely trying to convince and trying to convey a message to, and something that you need to convey in your lifestyle. And there's something you need to reflect as a man. When people see me, the average man is not going to recognize me from the ruach. He's going to recognize me from the flesh, which means he's going to have to see some characteristics about me to say, that's commendable. That's honorable. And then we start to engage them more, then he'll start to recognize it makes sense now, the type of person you are based off of what you do. But what's the first thing he gonna see about me? No, he gonna see the spirit. First thing he see me, the spirit just gonna see, because these people stupid. He's gonna see the character, he's gonna see the reflection of a man. He's going to watch me to see if I do different behaviors. He's gonna monitor, then when we engage, he's gonna listen to the conversation. And the conversation might spark him to ask me some questions. No question might lead him down the road and say, let me ask you a question. Would you happen to be a preacher or a religious person? I'm like, so why you ask that? I was noticing things about you, and I was noticing through conversation. So that our structured man, they think it need to be done away with. And what group of people you think need to see this the most? Wow. So why they think I'm teaching a message of race against white people? Your people are the mess. Your people are the mess, and they need to see something different. Everybody, look at these kids. They just told you they look up to. Tracy McGrady, they ain't even seen him play. They just heard a name. They tell who, Stephen Curry. What Stephen Curry ever did for people of color? Nothing. I never heard, if he did something, I ain't never heard nothing about it. And I know they said he's responsible. If he's been a man, he's done something for us. If he's been a man that's exemplified the characteristic of being a man, he's done something. That's what we need people to do. LeBron James did nothing for black people. I don't care about that little school. They got them kids failing. Oh, you impressed with that school. They told them kids failing. I know, they ain't LeBron's fault. I put my money as my fault because I need to give him and make sure y'all doing what you're supposed to do with my money. Yeah. A lot of people use their money and throw it in, but you're not really concerned about the academic. It just gives you some accolades in other places. But when you wore that pocketbook, I say you already condemned the school. I like my people here. I bet these guys, they know when I had these conversations with him about LeBrick James. They love him to death. I look at the fact that, listen, I want to fan of him with that. He's still a great basketball player, okay? Let's give him that. But is that what the so-called Negro need? No, sir. What our homes look like? Right. He the same man got him told it, cussed their mama. You know what they said? My own members, get what they said? He should have told his mama, his mama only got up because she saw somebody trying to fight him. Yeah. Your mom, I just finna teach them you're supposed to honor your parents. Right. That your days, it be long. He cut his days when he did that on national TV. You couldn't keep your mouth. Your mama jumped up to defend you. You tell your mama to shut down and shut the blank up, or did it? Whatever he told her, whatever he used, whatever statement, I don't want to add nothing to it, and sit down and on national TV, and they still forgave. Because these people here, you know why? They love wrong. They hate preacher. These folks, they hate preacher. Call preacher wrong for hating on LeBron. Why preacher hating on LeBron? His mama should have been told to shut the blank up and sit down. My own member's sick. Man, wear a pocketbook. My members still don't see nothing wrong with it. Preachers be hating on LeBron, preacher. Yeah. I drive to LA every time he play, and I tell her, LeBron, I hate you, LeBron. You the greatest. Your pocketbook is so purty. My members sick. But that just show you this is where we are in the society that these people, they don't even care. They don't care. Nobody cares. I'm trying to get y'all guys to see things differently. That's all. I'm trying to get y'all to see that you're a dying breed. Nobody cares about you. White people, black people don't care about you. Chinese people, nobody cares about you. I care. I care. When you sit in that school, listen, it's about you being the best you can be. It's about you having credibility. Something happens, somebody come along you, somebody say, I know that young man. That's not his character. But when you keep screwing like you judge, nobody can defend you. If something happened, they blame someone on something happened, got stolen out of their classroom. If they ask us, did Jordan steal it? What you think I'm going to say? They ask me, do you believe Jordan stole it? You didn't steal it. What you think I'm going to say? I'm going to say, yeah. I say, I'll be honest with you. It'd be hard for me to say because I know he'll lie to my face. That's when stuff hurt. I'm using you for example. You ain't the only one. That'll hurt you. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Start looking at building y'all credibility. When people catch you lying, they don't believe you for nothing. Okay? Yes, sir. You need some help yet? You got it? You don't have it? You need some help? All right, turn your foot around and we'll help him out. I'm gonna help him out. I'm gonna get ready to let y'all go. Come on, turn your foot around that way. Come on, I need to get behind you. Slide up a little bit. Slide, there we go, that way, that's fine. Come on, let me help you out. Come on. Lift your hand that way, come on. No, stay here, come on. Let me take you, see this? First of all, remember I told you string your shoes out? I don't know why y'all do this. Your hair string up, shoe, why they kill him? What y'all think they put all them holes on your shoe for? I'm from the old school. We had holes in our shoes. You were supposed to put the string through them. I see these junk around here, string up about 4, preacher, old fashioned. It's called protect your ankle, stupid. You think the folk made the shoe for you to miss them holes? Whoa, it's terrible. Come on, son. Come on, you gonna do that, come on. Pull them tight. And we're gonna cross them, come on. Cross them. Look at me. Oh, stop. Look at me. Move your hand. You see this? That's what I want you to do, okay? Come on, do that. So my goal is to get us better, okay? Take this through there. Keep the other one tight. Okay, let's try the other one. Take this through him. Come on. That's all right. Leave it, keep that on. Now pull it down. There we go. Stop. Now we're gonna do this here. You see this? Look at this. Look what I do. See this, okay? You see this? I'm gonna do this right here. Okay? That's what I'm gonna do. See this? I'm gonna do this, okay? Let's see you do it. You're not. Pull it tight. All right? What you say me do? You forgot? Okay, that's all. See? That's all I do. Him, you see this? I did this. Look at him. Look at this. You see I'm holding this? Then I pull it down here. Look. I did this. Okay? Look at me. Look again. Look. Him. I did this. Okay? Let's try it. Y'all don't mind I've worked with him, do you? This is what we try to do here too. We take time to teach it. Let's pull the other one. That's good. Better. No. Don't tighten it. Pull this, tighten it. Pull it, tighten it down. What you finna do? No. Don't worry about it. We'll try it again. Listen. This the goal is to get him better. You see me? Look at this. Y'all get ready. We're going to take your money. You see this? Look at this. I'm going to do this. You see that? Look at this. Look at this hand over here. Then I'm holding this, and I'm going to pull this down. You see that? Now keep it tight. You see this? Watch this. Over my thumb. You see that? So this is what I'm going to pull under. Okay? Let's try it. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
And we're going to help them. That's what we got to do. Okay. Remember the thumb? Yep. Better. Slow down. Yep. Because you got to pull that one through. Pull it through. Yep. Get ready to pull that through. You got hung up, didn't you? Let's come back then. That's all. Come back. That's all right. Listen, you human. Listen. Look at him. Watch him. Look. No, look first. Look. Look what I'm doing, okay? Look at me. Okay? Look. I'm crossing that. I'll take that through him. Okay? Look. Stop. Look at this. Look at his hand. Watch this. See that? I only got these 2 fingers. Look. Because I'm coming over this way. Then it's going to come through where my thumb. So I pull my thumb out. Try that. This is what we got to do. If we're going to get better, we got to start somewhere. Y'all got it? We behind. What he's doing, it shows our nation where we at. We behind. How old are you, William? 10. How much time we done spent with this? There we go. We down. We almost down. Come on. No. You did good. Come on. 2 fingers. Come on. Remember I told you it's going to cross over your thumb. And we're going to pull it to, stop. This right here, what you're going to pull through. What you doing? Let me see. Let's do it again. Come on. Those y'all at home, y'all bear along with me. Got to help my young people. See this? Look at me. Look. No, look. See this? You got 3 feet. Look at him. These 2. Look at me. Look.
Look. See, that's what it's on. Look, look. And that's all I'm doing, I'm pulling it through. Okay? Come on. The biggest thing is you got to want to do it. And that you see me do. Look at it. Is that shoe tight? Is it tight down there? No, that's the first thing you got to do. Keep it tight. Okay. 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 Slow it, yeah. Pull it through. Where your thumb at? That's where you get hung up at. I need somebody to go there and give me some change. Who can give me some change? You know that, hold on. Oh, yeah. You need 15. 3-5 preferably. Let's see. That's it. We'll get it. The main thing you got to want to get, I told you 2 fingers. You can't have all them fingers. That's your problem. 2 fingers. Remember I just showed you? You frustrated? You're not? Yeah. Because you got too many fingers in the way. You got this finger in the way. Let's see. Watch me. Watch me. Let's pay attention. Look. See that? Look at me, okay? Look at him. Look at him. See this? Look at me. You see it still at right here. See this? Look at this. How many fingers I got right here? Do you see me with all these fingers? 2. Got it? Look. Once I go over, look. Thumb out, pull through. Look. Watch this. Top. You see this? Look. 2 fingers. Over the thumb. See this? Not over this. See? Pull it through. Okay? Let's try it again. Come on. I appreciate y'all patience. And we don't spend the time to help our kids on every end and help each other. We all children. We don't get better. Let's see. See, you're trying to rewrap again. You're going too many times. Too many times. Take your time. Okay? You got to come down first. Let me tell you something about you too high. Look, watch me. All right, watch me. Look. Look where I'm at. I'm here. You trying to do it up here. Look at me. Watch. See this? 2 fingers here. Look. Look. You see where I'm grabbing at? Right here. So now, here. 1 time and pulling it through. See? Pull it through. Okay? Try it. Come on. All right. We're about to get up. I appreciate y'all patience and time. Let's do better on every end. How about my people up there? Are they there? How many of them up there? Are they asleep? You heard when we'll come back and show you where we were going. Why is that thing in the way? Why are we so high? So y'all know we got to teach them how to do. We're going to work with them. All right? Better, better, better. Oh, no, we're not trying to wrap. Look, once we go down, I would pulling it through here. No, we're pulling this through here. Through here. No, this part. Look. This part we're pulling through. Move the thumb. Move the thumb. Pull that. This side. Look. See? You trying to wrap too many times. Try it again. Come on. All right, we're going to get ready and stand. What's my announcement? Come on, so I can get William done. Pay attention. How you supposed to hold that? Yeah. Where my announcements at? That's it. Come on. All the way down to the bottom. No, we're not always.
Yesterday was Sandy and Danny's anniversary. Today is Austin and Brittany's anniversary. Everybody's in there.
Pull it through. Yeah. Everybody sitting there hard. No. Don't worry about it. We'll work on it. All right, let me get this. All right, look. Pay attention. Look. Yesterday was Sandy. Look. Pay attention. Yesterday was Sandy and Danny's birthday, which means they got to make a baby. I mean, where's their birthday? Because they made babies on it. That good. Come on, we'll work on it next week, and we'll tie the other shoe up. Let me see the other one look terrible too. Terrible. We'll get on it. All right. Our hobby, terrible. Look at me, William. Terrible. Tell you the truth, terrible. But we'll fix it. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll fix it though. Listen, with everybody, we're gonna fix everything. Y'all got me? All right, y'all get ready to stand up. Give Mr. Hood a hand clap. Woo!